Alrighty then. Alright, we've just been having weird conversations for a bit. Alright, let's get this started, shall we? So, I'm here with all my players today. I'm just going to hopefully make sure that this is all working. Yep, everything on the right hand side is working. You can see what they're up against. For those of you who recognise these, wish well to my players, because things could go poorly. Usual stuff. Thank you to Sasha for all the art. Thank you to... obviously you can see that I had these beautiful Casmays brought in just for such an occasion. There you go. Thank you to Tabletop Audio for the free audio he provides. Very, very good, and I do very much enjoy all the sounds and effects that come from that. Also, any maps which are made like this one are made in Dungeon Player Studio. Any which are made for more detailed stuff like this one are made on incarnate.com. So, everybody's here except for Sudz, and as I spoke to Sudz earlier, he did, in fact, say, let's see, what were the exact words he used? I use this as a disclaimer while the rest of the players on here, so they can't dispute me with this. Those spiders can't be ridden, is that a challenge? Yeah. Whispers in DM, you better show up to the session. If you don't, I know what you're trying to do. So, yeah. I may or may not attempt it. We shall see. I won't be that mean, but the players can think I will be. Alright, you lot.
Dog that got... Oh.
Did you hear about that dog that died?
That got taken by the seagull.
No.
Yeah, apparently a seagull stole someone's chihuahua out of the garden. But they found the remains of the chihuahua. Apparently it was a leg.
Oh no.
So the
Oh,
chihuahua,
no.
the seagull
Oh.
murdered the chihuahua. I was like, how bad have seagulls got to this stage? I was like, oh my god.
I've been eating fermented ants again.
Oh jeez. So yeah, no.
I
apparently
mean,
they
seagulls are
they
just as
found-
bad as
Poor
humanity.
chihuahua.
So.
I know.
Chihuahuas are evil, but I do understand the semblance of it. I personally don't like them, but I would never wish them to be eaten by seagulls. But go you,
No,
seagulls.
neither would I. Neither would I. But no, apparently a seagull took it out of someone's garden and then proceeded to kill it. Like, either that dog was really, really small, or a seagull was really, really big.
Seagulls are really big,
They are.
chihuahuas
Should
are
come
really
down to Cornwall.
especially the male ones. The male ones can get huge.
They're insane. Like, down here they square up to your car.
How
Joking.
small is your car?
I have a truck.
Even more of a question of how big are the seagulls?
It's flipping huge. They are massive.
Anyway,
Like, come up to my
these
knee.
are some things that would square up your truck. You wouldn't want to get these insects on your windscreen.
Don't make us fight them, Chris.
Oh yeah, okay. Roll me a persuasion check. Let's see if these guys will just go home.
I'm happy to do that. Willing to give it a shot.
Come on, Sam.
I'd-
Give us a natural 20 and they'll all go home and I'll consider this fight mute. Oh, are you in tabletop?
I'm just trying to get
No.
I can roll for you.
Go
roll,
for it.
roll now. Fuck, what's the password?
Ah, suck a dick.
Natural 20.
Oh my
20.
god, Jamie.
Yes!
They're still attacking you.
I know.
Oh,
But you said... Oh yeah, you're a lying bastard.
yeah.
But you said... Yeah, well. Oh well.
I know what I said, and you believed me.
That was your biggest
Oh.
mistake.
It's worth the shot.
It
And
was.
the fact that I got a 20 just was
You
perfect.
wasted it.
I know, right?
There's no such thing as wasting 20s. The 20 came in useful. It came in useful. It let you know that this combat was happening regardless of how much you tried to beg your way out of it.
I have genuinely forgotten the password. Oh, there we go, got it.
I was going to say, don't say it out, otherwise I'll have to give you the will treatment.
That's the real reason Will isn't here anymore.
It's a
Chris
flim.
bullies him.
It's Flim Flam
No.
3000, isn't it?
No! Flim Flam 3009. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought it was still Fudge
No.
Monkey Krunglebunt.
No,
I thought
no.
it was still
I
fucking
change the
thing.
password when I know each of you is about to enter, so that way you've all got different passwords.
That's
Actually, wouldn't
hilarious.
surprise me.
Like the fact that you give off this false sense that you're that organised to know when we're joining. Honestly,
Anyway, I am here with my players. Not Sudz at the moment. Harlan,
Hello.
Sam,
Hello.
Simon,
Hello.
Infernal,
Hello.
and Jamie.
yo,
And I'll be removing Ghaakt off of the board when Ghaakt eventually leaves the party. Which could be this session. I don't know. We'll see.
can I throw Ghaakt at the mosquito?
If you want to.
Hmm.
He might
We won't
resist.
be leaving the party
I'm gonna
this-
throw someone at the mosquito.
He might resist,
Throw
and if so,
Sovak.
Feng might leave you. Just throw Sovak, yeah.
Sovak don't care.
Hmm.
Sovak can't die. He's already dead.
I do. I like Sovak.
He can't die. He's
The
already dead.
reason to throw Ghaakt, but not Sovak. I like Sovak.
He makes me laugh.
Yay.
Alright.
Justifiable reason.
Alright. So, something I don't do enough, so I'm just going to do it now. Harlan is playing Sasha, the Dwarf Forge Cleric. Sam is playing Sovak, the Undead Ranger. I can't remember what archetype you were. Hunter, I think. but-
Hunter.
yeah.
Who gives a
Simon is
fuck?
playing Queglod, the Halfling Pact of the Raven Queen Warlock. Infernal is playing Bern, the human Aetherforge Sorcerer. That's the one. And Jamie is playing Rook, the Minotaur Champion Fighter. Sudz is also playing Malcom, who is a Tiefling Circle of the Wild Druid. And yeah. And Feng, who is a Kenku Archaeologist. And Ghaakt, who is a College of Mirrors Half-Orc Bard. Alright. Now that's all out of the way. Let's start with the usual introductions. Last session, our party of adventurers. Travelling through Oromance Ravine took its toll. On the first day, they discovered that things inhabited Oromance Ravine. The tales of undead and potential demons was not a lie, and with their first day in, they discovered sword wraiths, along with one of their commanders. After a little mishap involving a elemental and discovering that their magic was less controllable down here, the party proceeded to fend off the invaders that were here, the undead as they took them out. Conversations were had, rests were taken, and they diverted at a intersection. Choosing to go further up or further down, they decided to go further down, seeing as that would be where they needed to go. Heading down, they found about a little ways in a crumbling path of several jumps. After a little bit of a slip, but ultimately everybody being kept safe, the party climbed back up and carried on for the rest of the day. Resting and watching a ghostly community travelling back and forth through the cavern, the party got up the next day and moved on. Now, reaching on their third day, they were travelling along and the darkness of the day seemed to begin to disappear. Now they were down quite a way, and as they were this far down, they could see above them the little bits of light being blotted out by large moving forms. Large, almost metallic cables of what looked to be this reddish structure went from one end of the ravine into the darkness and presumably to the other side. Several smaller threads accompanied this in almost like a lattice web, and as they looked over, they saw huge, huge spiders. 40 to 80 foot wide with their legs as they crawled over, only seeing the underside of them, seeing a faint reddish and black form to these large spiders as they moved across. Each hair probably about the size of their arm as they crawled along the outside of this. Quivering, the web tingled as the party moved across stealthily, avoiding any attention, or so they thought. With Sasha misplacing her foot, a rock tumbled off of the side of this into the cavern, which is now, at this point, a straight drop down. With them looking over the edge and suddenly realizing that they could hear something a low, buzzing or droning sound. As they prepared for their battle formations, getting the squishies in the back, other than Queglod, proceeding to take up their formation at the front and pull each other together on this slightly wider ledge, they proceeded to ready themselves for combat, as they watched this large blue mosquito rise up, and 2 more came to join it. With the party now facing down against this, Malcom currently concentrating on the Pass Without a Trace, which currently keeps the party silent enough that the spiders don't seem to have noticed them. The party's in a situation where they have multiple of these large blue mosquitoes in front of them, and the spiders above that could still notice them. I would like everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Have we not done that?
Nope. No, I haven't asked any of you to roll for initiative yet.
I'm still trying to log in, so Chris, if you could.
15.
I'll do that for you in just a moment, because I also need to roll for Malcom.
Hey, Sasha, you're not last.
Is it you?
Oh my
Bern?
god.
I'm back. Sorry about
For
that.
once in my life.
Alright, is
Ah,
it...
shit, I put in the wrong password.
Remember, Flim Flam 3009.
It's pinned in the Discord! How can
It
you
wasn't a
get
matter
it
of I
wrong?
don't know what it is, it's a matter of I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
I don't know why I just started to roll for something. What did I... Have we done initiative yet?
I've just asked everyone to roll for it.
Ah, I rolled a 19.
Sasha rolls with disadvantage. Hey, Sasha, you got a 6. -1 is 7.
Wow.
I'm not going to correct him
6
there,
minus
guys.
1 is 7.
Oh, 6 -1 is 5. My bad.
So that means 2 minus 1 is 3.
Shut up! You're not wrong. Alright, let's get this initiative order
Just
started.
stunned silence in the room. Are we just not going to say anything? And
So-
then Infernal had to come along and ruin it.
And does that make mine 15 plus 2? 12. No, 13.
Yeah! There we
It
go.
does. It makes it 12. I'm going with 12.
Right.
I need to go
Obviously, my stupidity is spreading. Sasha,
Yeah, it
you
is.
got a 5. Ghaakt got a 17. Malcom is getting a natural 4 plus 2, making that 6. Alright, 25 to 20, anyone?
Oh, yeah, possibly. Yes. Let me try to get into my character. I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's like 25 to 20. Yes. Thanks, Sam.
Where is it?
It
There.
gives me time to roll for the things you're
Oh,
fighting
fuck, I
as
told you.
initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this is initiative. What am I doing with this? Pretty nice initiative from their part. That's not too bad. Alright. So,
24.
24 on Sovak. Alright, 20 to 15.
Wow. Yeah.
Thanks.
No.
So you're on 15. Got it.
Don't copy me. Don't copy me.
No, no, I was trying to work out because I was like, I said 12, but I'm not 12, is it? What's 15 plus? No, God's sake, no, I'm 17. Sorry,
You're
just bear with
17.
me. End
Okay.
of the day.
Alright.
For the week.
15 to 10.
14.
And Bern? 0?
1.
A natural 1? No, a
No,
total
just a
1.
total of 1.
Okay. Because remember, a natural 1 gives you a -5 to initiative.
I know.
Just to rub it in.
I know it.
-3. Ooh.
It would be -5.
Minus initiative as well. Or do you put that on top?
Huh?
That -5. That -5 with the nat 1.
Yes, because as it turns out, from what I discovered, initiative classes as an ability check when regarding to exhaustion.
Ah.
Which means that if you have, I believe it's Cat's Grace enhance ability, you actually have advantage on your dexterity on your initiative check.
Wait, what?
That's what I found out.
I suppose that makes sense. That just gives dexterity another skill.
Yeah.
Which the only other one is acrobatics. Oh. That's a
And
lie.
stealth and sleight of hand.
My apologies. Strength needs more though.
Strength does need more, but strength gets an additional something damage, I believe, if they manage to hit. Anyway, besides that, Sovak. I'm just going to turn down the music real quick.
This can only go well.
Right on.
So, what would you like to do, Sovak? You are first in the initiative as you see these 3 large, giant mosquitoes rising up, and you just hear a from them, almost like a droning of very rapidly humming and buzzing wings.
I've got a plan. Can I stand on this bit first?
You can, yes. Also, at the beginning of your turn, I would like you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, they buzz, don't they?
They buzz.
What?
21.
Okay. You are immune to the effects of the buzzing and droning. As you hear the sound, you cover your ears, question mark. As it begins to rattle your bones, and you feel odd. But then you feel better. Hey!
Consider me rattled.
What would you like to do?
This is why I like him.
And at this point, I go to use my other third level spell slot to do Conjure Barrage.
You've had a rest in between that fight
cool.
and this one.
Then yes, Conjure Barrage. I don't have to worry about spell slots now, Chris.
That's true. So is it a saving throw or is it a
Save and throw.
dexterity saving
Saving.
throw? What? What's the range? It's 60-foot cone.
60-foot cone. Yep.
Is it 60-foot cone straight? Like
It's just a
that?
60-foot cone. That gets them all.
60-foot cone straight hits them all. All right. Dexterity saving throw for number 1. That is a beautiful 8. Fails.
Nice.
Green 15. What's the DC?
Passes.
Passes.
14.
And red with a 12.
That fails. My DC is 14, so 2 of them get full damage.
2 of them get full damage, and then green gets half. Got it. Alright, go ahead and roll damage for me, please. As Sovak raises up his arm, you watch as he casts a little bit of magic, and you watch as this large form of arms just appear as they all rocket forward,
20
jet
damage.
propelled into them. 20 damage.
And 10 for the one that succeeded.
Okay. As you watch as your arm pummels into the blue and red one. As it does, you watch as they hit, and they don't seem to do as much damage as you were hoping.
Oh shit.
As they seem to be resistant to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. The middle one, on the other hand, takes a slap to the face, but doesn't seem to care that much.
Chris, for the purposes of this world, wasn't my arms magic?
Against undead,
Well, I use my swords for this.
but they can't be magical weapons when you use Conjure Barrage. Has to be non-magical stuff.
Oh yeah, you're right. Fair point.
Yeah, I gave it to your arms for the purpose of overcoming undead, but
Yeah.
in other cases not so much. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I will be the bulwark. Look, get here quick.
Okay. What I'm going to do is each time everyone takes a turn, I'm just going to add you to the
seems
initiative
like
order. So, next is Ghaakt, Rook, and number 3. All on 17. So, who would like to go first?
I will let Ghaakt go first.
Oh, great. Now I have to go and I have to look in his character sheet. Can you go first?
Oh, can I throw Ghaakt? I can't do anything!
Hello.
Literally a single thing. I am going to...
You can hold your action.
I am going to hold... Can't your mosquito thing go first? Alright, fine. Yeah,
You
don't
go
worry,
at
it's
the,
on the other side.
you go at the same time, actually. So actually,
Fine.
it would move on its own turn. So it moving on its own turn. Actually, you two need to make wisdom saving throws first.
Alright, yeah, that's...
So
We really need to buy Rook some javelins.
Can't
he
equip
can't
them.
use them. Oh no.
Oh, no, he can't, can he?
No, he
No.
can't. What's your
Why
total
not?
there?
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Bear with me, hang on. It's wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah. I think you're fine because you have
It's
plus
fine,
3.
so it's 17.
1? You should have plus 3. Because you have your...
Huh?
How'd you...
No?
Are you looking at your charisma? Charisma save. Oh, saving throw, not...
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Plus
So
three, so
16 plus
19.
3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of it and you just grab a bit of fur and you jam it in your ears as you're fine by this. Ghaakt, on the other hand, is like, that's not a cool melody. And you watch as he collapses on the floor.
Right. Well, I can't reach
Collapses
him
on the
from there.
floor like what?
Collapses on the floor and doesn't move.
That's a problem.
Knocked
Guys,
out,
we'll die today,
sleeping.
so I think that's what's going to happen.
Knocked out,
Okay.
sleeping, dead. You're going to have to make a medicine check on your turn to find out.
Awesome. I don't know. medicine.
On the other hand, this one is going to move over to here. And seeing it wouldn't target you by any means, Sovak, because you're undead. So, Sasha,
Hello.
incoming attack. That's a 9. Oh, wait, no, I'm reading the wrong number. That's a 19. Nope.
Bonk.
As it buzzes in, it goes to strike you with its large, elongated, spiked proboscis, and as it tries to jam it in between your armor, you quickly raise your shield. As now the droning that is incredibly loud amongst all of you, you all grab your ears and are finding it difficult to withstand this. Okay. Rook, it would be your. I'll let it be your turn now. I don't have
Oh,
to have.
this sounds worse than Elsian's flute.
Right.
Fuck you, Sasha.
You're not here. Shut up.
Oh, Sasha's got that. I should probably hold this side. Alright, I'm going to hold my go, see if something comes into range.
Okay.
As soon as it comes into range, I'm hitting it.
Okay.
Hard.
Um.
Can I have a look? How armoured do these look?
In terms of how armored they look to rely a little bit more on their agility than their actual carapace.
Excellent, good to know.
So, end of your turn as you are holding your action till something comes within range to perform your attacks. Queglod, you are currently within range. Please make me a wisdom saving throw.
This won't go well.
Total?
I'm gonna guess no, because that's an 8.
Effing chat.
No, you watch as Queglod
Oh, no,
collapses.
sorry, it's a 9.
9. Oh,
But that's not gonna.
Queglod
that's not
collapses
gonna
on the ground. You watch as Queglod stands there and collapses on the ground.
Well, shit.
Well, apparently we're all going to fall to
Alright,
vibrating.
end of Queglod's turn. This one is going to move within range. It is going to completely ignore Sovak.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you know what? Because blue one's got that side, it's going to fly over and it's going to land on the back here.
Oh.
And
Opportunity?
Ghaakt is currently prone. No, it's flying over and it's using its spider
How
climb
high
to
up?
just grab onto the 20
How
feet
high
up.
up? 20 feet.
20 feet up, flies over, then proceeds to land on the wall next to it with a large proboscis. It is going to attempt to stab Aurum with its proboscis.
Cool.
Natural 20. Oh no. Sudz, if you watch this back, I'm sorry if Aurum dies in this moment. It's not my fault.
Jesus Christ.
Doubling,
Sounds
getting a
like
natural
coming
20
out
on
of
these
breakdown.
things. Getting a natural 20 on these things is bad because I'm gonna have to get a dice roller.
Cool. Makes me glad that I can't be crit.
Oh yeah, you should be. Yeah, otherwise things would be pretty bad.
Bad news. Considering I always seem to get critted.
Guys, can we leave and go get an army to come back down here? Preferably one with, raid.
Okay. No. So
I'm all good with running away, guys.
I don't think running away is going to be a great idea, because that's going to be noisy and we might end up with these and spiders.
Guess what? We can run from the spiders as well.
I don't
Maybe
think
the
we
spiders
could.
will kill the mosquitoes.
Maybe, but I
You
don't think
do
we can get
realize
away
one
from-
step of the spider is like 300 feet or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, we ain't got a chance.
Well, then they won't really pay attention to us because they're that small.
Okay.
I don't...
Where are Malcolm's
maybe.
companions? Oh right, they're not in his character sheet. He has a separate character sheet for them. Alright, is this Aurum? This is Aurum. Aurum is
Dead.
not resistant to piercing damage, so Aurum takes 31 points of piercing damage.
Oh, God.
Followed by... Oh no.
You've killed Aurum, haven't you? You
I
had one
haven't.
job.
But Aurum takes... Alright, you can't roll like that.
Is this what this party does?
Aurum takes 57 points of necrotic damage.
To
Or
And is
clarify-
now unconscious.
To clarify, Chris.
Aurum collapses to the ground. Not only
Does
that,
Aurum- Mhm.
but Aurum's maximum hit points are reduced by the necrotic damage.
What? Fuck
Nah.
this, I'm out.
As Aurum's HP goes from a lovely 82 to a now 25.
Wait, how did
What,
Aurum
his
go unconscious
maximum?
from that?
Because it did
Then-
31 points of piercing and 57 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, right.
It did
right.
86 points of damage.
Right.
Guys,
As you watch as this thing jams its proboscis through the armor, through Aurum's neck, and you watch as this large gulp of energy is pulled out, and you watch as Aurum just collapses to the ground.
I feel we're in a bad position here.
Aurum counts as an ally, right, Chris?
Yes, however, technically this isn't bloodied, because it's just straight to 0.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
no, I'll allow it for the purposes of if you want to do your
Heart of Immolation.
Heart of Immolation. Do you keep in mind, Aurum's maximum hit points are still 25. If they get reduced to 0, you don't know what will happen.
Oh, I was gonna do the damage version because
Oh.
you're right. If it gets pulled back, that's real bad. But if I do the Inferno, then that means that it's at least I'll be doing some damage to them. Maybe I'll get them to back off a bit.
Okay. So you're using your Heart of Immolation at what level?
4th level.
4th level. What kind of save is it?
It is, I believe, I will have to double check, but I believe it's a deck saving throw. Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw. So what's the range on it?
Within 15 foot of me.
Okay, so these two. Okay. Green got a 16, and red got a higher than that, 22.
Well, the 16 matches my DC.
So
They still
it
take half
succeeds.
damage, which is 5d8.
Okay.
But owing to the wording of this, I think they still get pushed outside of the radius.
No, they don't get pushed if it unless they fail the save.
Oh, bugger that. That's annoying. I'll have to change the wording of that.
I'll double check it in my one actually, because this was a reward for a thing that I gave you, so I'll just quickly give it a double check just to see if I actually have it. If I don't, then we'll look it up later and I'll correct it accordingly. Later content, possibly not in treasures. I don't have a rewards document here at the moment, so I'm not sure where it would be. Okay, if it's not in treasures, then I don't know where it would be.
Yeah.
Elsian spider orbs. Nope, this is a very old document.
Yeah.
No, it's not. in
Okay,
there.
they just
Okay.
take 5d8 damage, halved.
So go ahead and roll that. That's 5d8 for you down there.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm lagging hard.
Alright, 27 points of fire damage. Okay, and green, they both succeeded, correct? So they take half of that, which is 13.
Yes.
You watch as the fire licks off of them, as they are too resistant to fire damage.
Oh, motherfuckers. Okay, well, it did, like, 6 points of damage to them.
Wow.
As you get a better understanding of this, I will say roll me a religion check as you see these things are resistant to fire.
Oh, I'm good at religion, I think.
Jesus Christ.
That's rolling really coolly.
Yeah.
Ah! Natural one. You look at these
I
things
think
and you're like, they're bugs! Why are they resistant to fire? This
Wow.
makes no sense! Okay. End of... Oh, I'm supposed to be putting the initiative order in order when people go. Alright. So, end of that one's turn. It is currently Malcolm's turn. Beginning of Malcolm's turn, Aurum makes a death saving throw. Okay, that is a 10. That is a fail. Oh yeah, thank you. That is a 10. Oh, I know. 10,
right?
no, 10 is the meets the DC. Correct.
Yeah.
So Aurum succeeds on one death saving throw.
Oh my god, this is nerve-wracking.
Okay, Malcolm, knowing that he has to keep passes out of trace up, and understanding the position that Aurum is in, what do you guys reckon he would do?
It's salty that we're down here.
Probably.
Wouldn't he summon shit
No,
to help?
He
No,
needs
he-
concentration for
maintain-
passes out of trace. If he uses that, he breaks concentration, which means the spiders get involved.
What about his
Aurum
horn?
is very important to Malcolm.
Yeah.
However, he would
Also,
also be
sorry.
smart enough with 18 intelligence to potentially realise that raising Aurum back up could cause Aurum to be killed.
Yeah, it just caused the thing to attack it again.
Yeah. What about his horn thing? Couldn't he
What
bring
about
his stuff?
trying to get Queglod up?
That's a good point, actually. Looking at these two, or looking at the two on either side of him, he is going to. What would you? Okay, if it was any of you guys, what would you do when you see Queglod collapse to the ground?
Instantly help Queglod.
Yeah, likewise.
How?
Honestly, I should have used my thing to heal her and Will up, but I completely didn't realize that they were completely knocked out.
So what are you doing?
Sudz
Slap them
would
away.
heal up Queglod.
Or
Okay.
heal them? I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like that he'd take
Yeah,
that.
heal
as
her
smart.
with slapping her on the face.
Okay. He is going to pump a second level cure wounds into Queglod as he places his hand down on Queglod to try and help her. Assuming, actually, no, he'd make a medicine check first of all. That would be
That's
what he.
fine.
That would be what
Yeah.
he'd do.
Which is actually pretty sensible because I'm not missing any hit points.
Okay.
So...
Yes. Medicine check wise, he isn't proficient in it. But that is still a +5, so that's a 13. He doesn't know what's causing this. He's going to reach down and pump. I'm gonna say again, second level cure wounds, because it's what he'd do just to be safe. So, Queglod, you are healed for 6 + 5, which is 11, but it doesn't matter because you do not get healed, as Queglod does not get up.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't missing any anyway. So.
This is not good.
No, it's not. Okay, end of Malcolm's turn. Actually, no, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Shillelagh, and he's going to split Lighthouse into the two Katars.
What about B?
B is going to attempt a swing against the one that's currently flying next to Aurum. B, what's B's
I'll
stats?
pass.
Help us.
B is...
Hey, Sudz.
Hey, Sudz.
Who's gonna explain to him that
So
Auron's
so
down?
I'll explain it. So Sudz, can you hear us?
Excellent.
Okay. Once Sudz says something, please notify me while I make B's attack here. B is going to tail attack. That is a natural 3. It doesn't hit. As B swings in with a tail, with the urgency of this situation, the tail swing goes in for the head and whiffs. As the mosquito buzzes there, it moves out of the way. You know what I forgot?
What?
Malcolm, Aurum, and B making their
Wisdom?
well, Malcolm and B. Malcolm, I think Malcolm makes his with flying colours. Yep, that's a 21. And B, I believe B makes hers. Yes, B makes hers with a 15. Okay, the droning doesn't seem to affect these two. Malcolm, can you hear us, buddy? Sudz?
Yes, I can hear.
You can? Okay. I will explain the situation. The
dead.
big mosquito flew behind you, critically hit Aurum. Aurum is down. 1 successful death saving throw and has 25 maximum hit points at the moment. As the proboscis and whatever it seemed to do has drained her of hit points. So her max is currently 25. And she is currently unconscious. I had you try and get Queglod up because you realised that getting Aurum up could result in Aurum being killed, as you don't know what happens when their hit points is reduced to 0. And so you attempted to get Queglod up with a Cure Wounds, and it failed. And you don't know what's causing this. All you know is that the drone that's going on from these things is affecting people. Anyway, end of Malcolm's turn. This one is going to move up. Make your attacks of opportunity, Rook.
Cool.
Actually, no, it'll move there, just to stop anyone from escaping.
15.
15
And then an 8.
So, Great Weapon Master or no?
Yes.
Okay. What is the to hits?
Flipping it.
This should be with a plus 5, I believe, so 20 and 13.
Yep.
The 20 hits, the 13 does not.
Right, okay.
Okay. As
Cool.
you take 2 swings, arcing up with 1 axe swing as it cuts across the underside of the of this insectoid creature, and as you go for the other one, it backs out of the way before it goes in for its dive, which is going to make an attack against you. So go ahead and roll me damage, please. Which is a D12 plus 13, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Also,
D12
Harlan, if you're
yellow
typing
one,
in
yeah.
the private chat, do keep in mind that you need to communicate these things in character.
That is 12 plus 13.
Oh no,
It's
Julia
25
keeps
hits.
asking me questions about plots and things, so
Yeah, tell her the following. Kill all your players. It's obviously going well in this session. So,
No, don't do that. First, we stop wanting to play.
to clarify, it's not D&D plots, it's book story
okay.
plots.
Never mind. Don't. Okay, you take a swing with 25 points of damage. You deal a hefty amount of damage to it. It's taken a beating, but it's still looking okay. But it has moved into range. That is your reaction, and it is now going to attempt its attack against you, Rook.
Perfect.
That is a 22 to hit.
Oh, it matches mine, yeah.
Hits. You take
It's nice knowing you, lads.
And you.
You take 19 points of magical piercing damage.
Oh man, that's not creased at all.
Magic. Oh, fucking hell. Why? Why?
Oh, it's not fun.
And 26 points of necrotic damage. And please reduce your maximum hit points by 26.
Holy fuck! Do I get this back?
You don't
Please
know.
don't. Oh no.
Maybe.
Something to note, if anything reduces levels, hit point, anything like that, it will typically be temporary, but there will be conditions that need to be met. Right now, you're in a bad situation looking at this, as this thing has just flown up, stabbed you, and done a ton of damage.
Tell me
Okay,
about it. I'm on
so
38
I'm
health.
I'm fairly certain that I can make myself immune to that effect in a sense for a bit.
Useful.
However, to clarify, this is the blood shell thing because it's temporary hit points and it already lowers my maximum HP to a point below that, but it doesn't reduce my maximum HP at all. So, yeah. Anyways,
You'll find out.
We'll find out. But alternatively, I could start dealing damage to these things, and I feel like that might be the smarter option.
Okay. Going at the same time in initiative, Sasha,
Right.
as you both got a 5. And Bern, you're
I mean-
obviously last, so... Oh, and there's
mean,
Feng, who actually... I'm going to roll for Feng.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can Feng try and wake them up?
Feng is going to join the initiative. He got a 12. Wait, no, that's a... Never mind, I'm getting Feng's dexterity score wrong. That is a 13. Does he succeed on the wisdom saving throw? Yes. He is going to look around, panic, look at Ghaakt, and he is going to attempt a medicine check. Natural 1. He doesn't know what to do as he's going to try and shake Ghaakt awake. It doesn't work.
Excellent.
Yep. Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna be dealing damage because it's the only thing I can think to do that might actually help.
Do
I'm
it.
going to be casting Spirit Guardians at 5th level.
At 5th level. Okay.
Oh, fuck me now.
That's
Alright.
5d8 every fucking turn, mate.
5d8. Interesting. Okay. Wisdom saving throw on their part.
Yep.
Okay. Blue. That is a 16. So that succeeds, I believe.
Yes.
Red. That is a 17. And green. That is a natural 20.
Oh, motherfuckers. Right. So.
You get a
Tw-
sense
22.
now. You get a sense now that these things are well adversed with magic. They seem to be a little bit
Right.
more resistant than most creatures to magical effects.
Well, fucking
Good luck,
dicks.
you lot.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
so-
How much was it?
It's 22.
22
so,
points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Halved
so
because they all
hopefully-
succeeded. But not again.
Oh, thank God. 11 points of damage to each of them. And their
Okay.
movement is halved.
That's
If
fine.
that
That
matters
doesn't
to anyone.
that doesn't really matter to them. Their fly speed is insane. Okay. The blue one is not looking too good.
Good. Gonna spank his ass in the next go.
All right.
Spank it hard.
Also, Sasha, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw because this does actually matter, just in case you get a 1. Because if you fail the wisdom saving throw, you fall down, or very
Alright.
low. In which case, I will be undoing that damage, and you will not have Spirit Guardians up.
Alright,
Total?
that's plus 9.
16, you're fine.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, sorry, plus 8. My apologies.
15, also fine.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so we can leave that turn as is. Okay,
No timey-wimey bullshit here.
Bern, wisdom saving throw, please.
Read this quick.
No.
Say it your damn self, you coward.
He said, am I immune to this? The answer is no. You can still hear. So long as you have ears. Sovak, you're excluded from that.
I was gonna say, Sovak can hear
So
it. but so can you.
Sovak succeeded, so I'm not going to try and timey-wimey it. 18 plus or minus what?
I mean, I think I succeed.
Yes, you do.
I don't have a minus.
Okay, good, you're fine. Okay, so Bern, you are also unaffected by the ability this turn.
I
Okay.
guess I should check to make doubly sure. This isn't fear related, is it?
No. No.
Okay, that's fine.
No. Good check, though, but no, it's not.
Yeah, I should have brought that up immediately.
No, that's fine. I mean, if it was, it would have just been Queglod panics as she sees Aurum basically have her throat torn out. As Queglod just panics and goes, oh no. Okay. So what are you going to do, Bern?
You said they seem resistant to magic.
Oh, the looks of it, yeah.
Is this like magic in general or certain types?
You don't know. So far, you've seen that these things where Sasha has just slammed her hammer on the ground and created these small red wyrmlings that just proceed to spin around you all. You watch as they dive towards them, they seem less phased by it. So whether that just means that these things take half damage, have advantage, you don't know. They just seem to be more adverse against magic.
Alright, do I go all out?
Yes, if you can. I mean, if you've got your
Please,
things,
God.
like, advantage would be nice as well, but don't worry about if you
I
can't.
can give you advantage, but it won't be as much damage on my part.
Okay. Alright.
Which one do you want?
Well, me, I like extra damage, but go all out if you can go all out.
Yeah, I'd say go for the damage.
Alright. 4 and 4.
Oh no. Okay.
You know what's happening now, right?
I do. You watch as Bern where usually he's got his spear, you watch as he makes it disappear, and these large metallic shards begin to spin around him as he holds this heavy metallic book in his hand. What are you doing? You're doing
Major rupture.
double major
Times 2.
rupture. Yep. Targeting who? And I'm going to do this one at a time because it does technically matter.
Yes. This one
Go
and
for the
this,
green.
if he dies, then this.
Okay, so blue
Go-
one first.
You sure? Because I can take the blue. Go for the green if anything.
Well, he could instantly kill it if it's low enough.
Blue,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
Fair
He can
dues.
instantly kill it if it's low enough. That is a 7. It
It's
fails.
7, that does not succeed, I'm afraid.
What's the damage?
Major rupture, I believe that's...
8d8 or is it 10d8?
I believe it's not 8d8. That's
Blight.
blight.
I
It-
should know. I made the
yeah.
spell. I know, but
Yeah,
still.
I believe it's 10.
It is 10d8, I just can't seem to roll them.
Oh, do you want me to roll?
I'm clicking R, but they're not rolling.
Oh, they rolled. Get the number before he accidentally rolls it again. 33.
33.
Okay. Major rupture.
Very low roll.
Yeah, major rupture. That's pretty good. So
4 ones.
that's it's a very poor roll. Yeah. Major rupture is going to be, just so you're aware, major rupture is going to be receiving a minor nerf. It's going to lose 1d8 after next week. So it's going to be 9d8 rather than 10d8. Simply because it does reoccurring damage that it is getting a minor nerf.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, minor nerf?
Yet again, Chris, there's another spell I use.
I know, right?
Look, I've got to work out which... I've already told you, any of my custom content is subject to change. Like, Wild Druid has seen like 5 changes since Malcom picked it up.
Yeah. Some
Alright,
changes I'm not a fan of.
so 33 points of damage. Okay, you watch as this thing is on
I'll use the
death's...
second one on...
You watch as it's on death's door, as it's hovering there, this huge gash just tears open, and this black ichor just proceeds to spill out from its insides, where this large tear is made up its torso. You watch as its
Next
wings
one
begin
on
to
red.
flutter, but that's about it.
Next one's on red.
Next one's on red. Okay. That is a 16.
That still fails.
Still fails. Go ahead and roll the damage again. Okay.
Finally!
50 points of damage on red, you said?
Yeah, on red.
Okay. You watch as red is also on death's door as this huge tear ruptures from its back and goes and soars through its wings as they are torn asunder, as this black ichor just spills over the outside as it begins to bleed profusely, as both of them do. Looking at the two of them, because of the reoccurring damage, they aren't going to survive the next round.
Right.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What am I concentrating on?
Pass without a trace, and if you lose it,
Oh,
the spiders
yeah.
get involved.
I forgot about them.
Sovak, it's your turn. You've just watched these two rupture into gore, and you
Cool.
see
How
Queglod
far
on the
away from
ground
me are they?
next to you. Well, the one below you is 5 feet, and the one further away is 10 feet.
So he's 5 feet away.
Yes.
I'm gonna stab him.
Make me an attack roll.
But multiple times I'm going to stab this guy.
We'll roll them one at a time because he's on death's door, so
How far away was the other one again, Si?
10 feet.
10.
10. Actually, no. Better idea.
Are you going to do the 10 feet mechanism?
Yes. I'm going to use one arm to grab an arm holding a rapier. I'm going to stab it repeatedly.
Go ahead and make me the attack roll.
That is the most absurd thing, and I love it.
It is. Total?
Does this actually... Would this count as finesse, I think? Actually,
This is finesse, but you get half your proficiency as averse to all of it. So you should get a +2 rather than a +4 from it.
I get a +5 anyway, so round it down or round it up?
It's just the proficiency bonus.
Oh,
So what's your proficiency?
Oh, just my proficiency bonus. Yeah. Cool. So that'd be +2.
That'd be +2. What's the to hit?
My to hit. That's me. 9 plus my dex. So that's a 14.
14. Okay. Wait, what's your dex?
My dex. I've got 20 dex.
What is your total to hit for the weapon without anything else?
Without anything else, with a 9 plus my dex, it's 14.
And the to hit of your weapon? You have proficiency in rapiers.
Plus 10. Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
there we go.
It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
Plus 10, minus 2 because half proficiency, making it +8. That is 17. That hits. We got there in the end. Roll me a d8 plus
Dear
what's your
me.
damage?
Oh, D8 plus.
By the way, did you choose what hunter things you're going for?
Oh, good shout, Chris.
Because if you've got Colossus Slayer, then this is definitely a damaged creature.
Alright, where've you gone?
Either way, it dies. As you watch as Sovak grabs one arm and the other arm, holding a rapier. As he goes and he takes a swing, you watch as the rapier stabs the thing in the eye, and where it is just currently profusely bleeding, you watch as it collapses and just proceeds to just hits the edge and proceeds to roll down the edge of the mountain. As it does, Rook, you look over the edge. You can see 2 more coming up.
Oh.
Oh,
Give me two. Hey guys, guess what? There's 2 more on approach.
Where did I put
Just so you know. Excellent. Wonderful. What way are they coming from, Chris?
Guys,
They're currently hovering up from this direction.
Excellent. Wonderful. Do they look like they're
No.
going to make it
No,
anytime
bro.
soon?
Hmm?
Do they look like they're going to make it anytime soon?
They're gonna
Like-
join. They're gonna join the initiative next round, and then they'll get to move, but they won't get to attack.
Cool.
how about we jump onto them?
Look, this is what my argument is. I would love to ride a mosquito. I wouldn't,
what-
actually. I
what
take
are we
that
sa-
back.
what-
So, Sovak, did you want to do anything else for your turn, or?
I get an extra hack action, don't I?
Yes.
So I'm going to stab the other one as well.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Nope. That one doesn't hit. As you go and you take... Actually, wait. Is this with your +10? Because you're not using your extended arm?
Mhm.
Okay. So with +10, that does hit. So go ahead and
Yeah.
roll your damage.
And hey! Let me roll my own die.
Weren't them 2 going to die at the end of
I
the game
didn't
anyway?
roll it.
Are you sure you didn't, Sam? Because nobody else rolled it.
I know I rolled it,
Um,
but that's a stand.
I
Anyway,
don't
Okay.
even know what's going on anymore.
10 damage. As you swing with your blade, you slice into the side of this thing. You watch as its head and neck carve open. You watch as it collapses to the ground, falling and
interesting how I
proceeding
did that with the rapier.
to roll off of the edge. Okay.
Which that one didn't bring any more with.
End of your turn. It is Red's turn. Red is going to join the initiative. And Blue will join the initiative in a bit.
Guys, which way
However-
do we have to go to get out of there?
I need to make it... What is this? This is an attack roll? No, it's a dexterity saving throw. Okay. You watch as from on high, you watch as one of the large spiders leans over the edge of the webbing. And you watch as Rook, you don't see this, but you see something pour down from above as this superheated lava-like substance drips round the outside of this thing as it is hoisted upwards out of your vision. You hear a horrifying tearing sound as Bern, you watch as one of the giant spiders pours out this hardened lava, which proceeds to kind of solidify around it. It pulls it up, jams this massive stinger through its chest, and bites off its head. It is dead.
Nope.
And you watch as it proceeds to then weave it in this massive red thread.
Yeah, but none of us can really see this, so I mean,
No,
unless we're told, we don't
you
know.
hear it.
You hear horrific noises of almost like a screaming drone as whatever it just did.
Oh,
tore
is this
through
gonna
it.
alert the other spiders?
You aren't
that
sure.
racket?
All you know is that the spider got one of the mosquitoes before you. That's all you know.
Whose idea was it to ride the spider?
It
We can
wasn't
take
mine. I wanted to ride
I
a
think
mosquito.
that idea is out of the window right now.
Yeah, I'll also
I
say
don't know what you're talking about.
I'll also
That-
say
that
the
idea
following,
never still
Bern,
happened.
as you do see this happen, you get a sense that whatever that lava puke stuff was, these mosquitoes weren't resistant to it. But you know they're
So it's
resistant to
actual
fire.
lava.
Probably.
Like actual lava or molten something.
Yeah.
Molten something. Either way, you put two and two together, it bypasses fire resistance.
Ben,
I think we run.
What?
important question.
Hmm?
Can you not?
But Sam!
We can't run. We have 3 members of the party down.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
I think what you mean are acceptable casualties.
Speaking of which, Rook. Speaking of which, Rook, it's your turn. Ghaakt and Queglod are still on the floor.
Can I get here to hit the green guy? Is there any way I could?
You will be
Get to-
climbing over the corpses
You
of
can.
your allies, which means you'll be standing
You can.
on them. Speaking of which,
Can't I just stand over them?
I think he can go through Queglod.
He can go. You can. Well, Queglod's currently difficult terrain because she can't move out of the way, which means she, much like all your other allies, will be difficult terrain. Meaning that when you stand on someone, it will be. So you can move here for 20 foot of movement, and you can stay there, but then you have to step off, because if Aurum is healed at all, then you share a space, and therefore Aurum can't be healed.
Okay, so I can step there,
You can
do my
step
hits,
there,
and then step
and
back.
then step back. Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna do exactly that,
Okay.
and I'm gonna master this green thing.
Weapons master. All right. 2 attack rolls, please.
I'm just gonna roll both die at the same time.
Go for it. That's fine. Okay.
17.
First one
great.
misses. Second one hits.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll your
Excellent.
d12 plus 13.
Yep.
That
That's
is
9
9
plus
plus
13.
13, which is 22. Okay, it is looking rather damaged now.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Sorry.
One attack it?
Yep.
Okay.
And I can't.
Right,
join.
server is back up. You are live. Do not say the password. Do not do a will.
Do not do a will.
Squirtle. Squirtle.
Yeah, guys, the password is Turtle69. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
That's your
Damn
one,
it.
isn't it?
Why are you saying passwords?
The password is password123. Sorry, people, but I had to say it.
It's become such a meme that you guys will one day say the real
we'll
password and no
totally
one will
do it.
believe you.
The password is just password.
That's the plan.
I'm doing this, so when someone actually says the password, they don't believe.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, so a horn attack. Good to roll?
So, horn attack. Go ahead and roll. Is it a horn attack or is it hammering horns?
It's the one that does damage instead
Horn
of the one
attack,
that pushes.
okay.
Right, yeah. And that's
So-
10 plus...
hits.
Cool. Excellent.
Go ahead and roll. Actually, that should be plus 8, I believe, so that hits.
Yeah, it is.
That
And that
does
is
6 plus 4, which is
6
10 points of damage. However, it is resistant to non-magical damage.
Oh, of course it is.
So
Yep,
it takes
and then
5.
the rook's gonna jump back.
Okay. As you do so, it's going to take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, of course it is. Fuck.
Yeah. Should've
Now,
thought about that.
Aren't you glad
Oh.
you have a plate which negates natural 20s?
Yes, 100%.
That could have been a very bad situation. You
Yeah.
take...
I can't even bother. I can't even use the calculator
You
because
took 18... You take 18 points of piercing damage.
That's right. 6. Then I take an additional
24 points of necrotic damage.
heat, and that's off of my max health too.
Yep.
Perfect. Minus 24. Excellent. That takes me.
Please tell me you've recorded your original hit points.
Oh, I did, yes.
Good. I just had the realization it's something that you guys might not be doing, and I was like, oh no.
What was the worst way you could have started that
Cut
response?
that,
by the way, Jim?
Alright,
Minus 20.
so that's its reaction. Is that the end of your
Jesus
turn?
Christ. Yeah, that's the end of the turn.
Queglod, I'm sorry, but they didn't try anything else, so you're still out for the count. Green one,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you don't get back up. I'm sorry, you're
That's fine.
out of
I
this.
brought a book.
Good thing you brought a book, which you can't read, because you're just out. Yeah.
I can't fight this thing.
Princess is like lying face first in a book, like, oh no.
Does it matter
totally
if I'm
dead.
blooded?
No.
Cool.
It would for Sasha. If Sasha wanted to do anything. Sasha, are you there?
Sasha's not there.
Oh, she's not there yet.
I
Okay.
remember back, I think.
I had to get a drink.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
So long time to get a drink. Though.
we'll assume it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Cool.
Alright, its turn. Have the two nearest targets. B's made of paper, it's going to ignore her, and Feng isn't.
Rip Fang.
Oh no! Fang's gonna die!
Oh shit!
Who's Fang got there with him?
That's a natural 19 to hit. That's
Featherwing.
That's
Uh,
Featherwing.
Why?
Because Featherwing wouldn't fit in any of the tile spaces, because for some reason one of you was out of place.
Would he not fly to Jamie that just hit him?
Let's hope not, because I have 20 health.
Oh,
Actually, no, you know what? Because Feng, technically, on his turn, used his hide action, I'm going to have it roll a perception check. Natural 2. In which
Nope.
case, it's not going to attack B, because B's made out of paper, so it's going to fly around to you, Bern.
yes. Thank you. Actually, good.
Thank God!
B gets an attack of opportunity. Already used your tail attack, so it has to be a claw attack or a bite. You're up to you.
Claw.
Okay. Rolling for claw. Natural 8 plus what?
Natural 8. One sec. That's Aurum. Come on, character sheet. Why are you being in such pain? It should be a +5. Yeah, +5.
Plus 5 doesn't hit. It's taking the swing with the claw. It misses as this thing is fast. It moves quickly. Speaking of which, at the beginning of its turn, because Sasha isn't here to remind me, it succeeds on its wisdom saving throw.
I was very ready.
Yep,
Takes
5th
off.
level Spirit Guardians does 15 points of damage. It succeeded, so that's halved to 7.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh.
And
could
it is now
stop
going
having
to...
wisdom.
ignoring Feng, because it missed its perception check, is going to attack you, Bern. Alright,
This is bad news, bears.
Bern! Does a 22 hit you? I'm fairly sure it does, but you
A
have
what?
shield. A 22.
22.
A 20.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Chris, have I mentioned how much I hate you?
I'm sorry!
That
I'm
would hit
rolling
me.
really well! They got a +5 to hit. They've only missed Sasha.
Guess what my range with the heavy...
22, I'm gonna guess. Heavy metal is probably
Yeah.
22, yeah. Alright, well, have fun.
Go ahead.
Do your worst. No, don't do your worst.
You
I
take
that back.
16 points of piercing damage.
Magical piercing damage.
Plus 29 points of necrotic damage, which takes away from your maximum hit points.
Now, does if some of the damage is from temporary hit points, does it get reduced?
Nope. The necrotic damage that's dealt to you takes away from maximum hit points. Please inform Sasha of this when she gets back, because if she does use Blood Shell, she will instantly kill herself if this thing attacks her.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, end of its turn. Malcolm. Orem is out for the count.
And these two were downed by attacks.
No, they were downed by something, by the humming from the wings. You resisted it along with the rest of everybody who's up. Those two went down, you've healed them, you've shaken them, they don't seem to be getting back up. Their breathing has also slowed. Whatever medicine you've checked, you have no idea. All you know is that they are in quite bad danger right now.
Well, I don't really know what to do about them. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make a medicine check on Orem to stabilize Orem, but not have Orem get up.
Okay, go ahead and make me the medicine check, I believe. Because Orem has already succeeded, the DC is 10.
DC is 10.
This is with a +5 from your medicine. 7.
Oh, wow.
You go down to stabilize. This is your action, by the way.
Yep,
You keep
I
that in
know.
mind. You go down, you attempt to try and stabilize Orem.
Try it out.
Dragon?
I can't.
Dragon economy. Dragon anatomy is difficult. And as you look over this, the wound that's been inflicted is not natural. You try and stabilize it, but you don't know. You don't inflict a death save fail, but you don't stabilize. She already has one success, so she only needs one more success to succeed, but if she rolls a natural 1, she does die.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And I have the worst luck rolling stuff.
Are you rolling a d6?
And I was
for the
rolling that
recharge.
for recharge.
Okay. And what is B gonna do?
Well, B's gonna try and keep going after this thing. It doesn't want to attack B, and
Okay.
it's the only thing B can really do.
B is gonna make a claw attack. Advantage because of flanking. That's a natural 11 plus 5 is enough to hit.
And that is
3d6.
8.
8
Wow.
plus
1 and a 2. 8 plus 3.
8 plus 3 slashing damage. Non-magical, I believe.
Yep, because she doesn't become magical unless I multi-class into Tattoo Mage, which is not happening.
Yeah. Or you wait till higher levels of Druid. But yeah.
I didn't know that. You only said.
Yeah, I believe one of your ability score improvements is that your companions' attacks become magical. I could be wrong, but I will check that. Either way, that is 8 plus 3, which is 11, halved to only 5 points of damage there. But still whittling it down. It is still quite badly hurt. End of your turn. Death saving throw for Orem, please. Unmodified D20 roll.
No.
Why?
I still have a bonus action.
Okay.
I really don't want her dying, and I. Oh. Does anybody have anything to say about me trying to heal Orem, just to make sure Orem doesn't die?
It's your pet. It's your turn. You decide.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Well, there's one down there.
There's one down here. There's one down here which is going to arrive next turn, so it's going to join and then start fighting.
Oh, it's reduced to 25 itself. I thought it was reduced by 25.
No. 25 is Orem's max because it natural 20'd her. It took her from full to nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It did 86 it did 86 hit points of damage.
Well,
Or something like that.
I guess I'm gonna go with chance and let her make a death save, but if she dies, I'm gonna be...
Okay.
Super soul.
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Death save.
That is one fail. One fail, one success.
Yeah.
End of your turn. This one is going to join in the fight. I'm seeing a lovely juicy Sasha. It's gonna fly at Sasha. It makes its wisdom saving throw. It succeeds by miles. Roll the damage for Spirit Guardians. Doing 21 halved to 10 points of damage. As that one joins the fray and is going to attempt an attack roll. Let's see. Won't attack Sovak, could attack Sasha, could also attack Queglod, because Queglod is down. Alright, I'm going to roll a d20 for this, I think, because these things are cruel. Okay, sorry Queglod.
Oh no.
No, go for Ghaakt.
That's a natural
It's
9.
got
That's
more
a
flesh.
that's a
Ghaakt
natural
is fine.
19 plus it's plus 5. That's 24 total.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that hits.
You take 18 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And fairly low rolls, you take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, halved because of Raven's shield. That's good.
Yep. So you only lose 10 points of your maximum hit points. And you are now awake. You
Oh,
watch.
so that's what it took, was it?
You
Okay.
watch as the large proboscis is jammed in through Queglod's torso and into her upper body. You watch as she wakes up immediately and just screams as the effect of it is as it just pierces straight through her. The damage is substantial, but not as much as drained thanks to your Blessing of the Raven Queen. And that is the end of its turn. Sasha's turn. Is Harlan back after getting a drink for like 20 minutes?
I don't think so.
It was probably
Harlan, if you're
annoying.
back, you're muted. Nope, he's not back.
Alright, Harlan and Sasha is going to do what Sasha would do and is going to smack the Kazme. Because I don't know what Sasha does, and Sasha does stuff. Smack. 13 plus something hits, doing... I don't know what she has. She has some powerful mace which does damage.
Is it on Sasha's or the monster's turn that Spirit Guardians procs?
It's on their
And-
turn.
Yeah,
Or
it's
when
on
they
there.
enter it for the first time.
Alright.
So I already made that guy's check, because he entered it for the first time on his turn. Alright, where's Harlan's character sheet? Time to go in there and start abducting stuff, because, yeah. Hey, at least Will was knocked out, so I don't have to worry about using him this combat.
Yeah. Oh,
Someone pick Will up.
Will's fine, don't worry about it.
just punch him in the stomach.
Okay.
Wake up!
Okay. Okay. And the attack will do 2d8, where the right one will be fire damage, plus additional radiant damage, as these things are fiends.
Nice.
So that does unmodified 7 plus 4, making that 11 points of unmodified damage to the blue one. Taking it down to that, plus 6 points of fire damage, which it is resistant to, taking it down by 3. As you watch as she swings the mace against it, the radiating light bursts out and hits it as Sasha goes, "They're fiends!"
Okay, good to know.
Means
Alright.
nothing to me.
Nope, doesn't mean anything for you. Infernal, your turn.
Hello. How good is the one in front of me, though?
It's seen better days.
Alright. I guess I'm going into...
Finally back.
Hello,
Welcome
welcome back. You've just
That
had your
was the
turn.
longest time to get a drink.
You're moving into Form 2, did you say?
Talk to family.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll talk to you.
Two small blades go up
Says
behind.
you, Sam.
Yes.
I no longer
Have things been taking their damage from my radiance?
Yes, they have, I
Yep.
remembered. And also, you smacked this thing and found out that they're fiends.
Oh, motherfuckers.
Alright, go ahead and make your first attack roll with advantage.
I did. That was a 19.
19, okay, that hits. Second one. Not with advantage because it's not gaining flanking.
Jesus.
No, it has pack tactics against fiends.
Oh, that is correct. I forgot about that because you have that.
Nat
So that's
20.
nat 20.
Not 20. All right.
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage for that. It should be 2d4, but because you're on natural 20, it will be this. Plus 10, I believe.
Plus 10, yes. 28.
Okay, 28 points of damage. As you raise the two saw blades and begin to spin them, the energy whirring around the outside of them as it carves through the two wings along the two shoulder blades and carves the thing in two. As it does so, as it falls to the ground, okay, the earth beneath it collapses as it hits it hard, crumbling and falling into the abyss below.
What the fresh hell is this?
As that
Literally
is
that.
now, and that is
Hell.
now empty terrain.
Oi.
So there's now a gap carving down to the bottom.
Now,
Oh.
guys, just checking. The way back up, was it up or down?
Down.
Okay. So we've
Mhm.
got to go past that.
Wait.
That's fine.
It's a 10 feet jump. We can all do it.
Yeah.
It's a 10 feet jump, plus you could also, if you wanted to, you could attempt to shimmy around the side. Which would just be a basic dexterity check. DC be fairly low and if you're all holding hands. Anyway. End of your turn there, Infernal, or...
Chris, check thingy.
Stop sending me messages. Have the balls to say them to me.
Just ask them in real life.
Oh,
if,
right. No, this makes sense.
God damn it.
What's the number? What's the number?
It is.
You can tell me the number because it will be irrelevant to the others.
45.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll slap some temporary hit points into
Fang.
Queglod.
Fang, have temporary hit points.
No.
Fang could have died, alright?
He could have, but then he hid it, so it's fine.
He hided, you mean hid?
Yes. He
Yeah.
hid.
Alright. No, it's hided.
Alright, so Queglod, you get 2d4 plus your con mod temporary hit points. Go ahead and roll for that, Infernal. Speaking of which, end of your turn, Infernal. Sovak, there is another giant mosquito in front of you, and it is ignoring you because it does not care.
It's because I don't have any blood, isn't it?
Yep, seems like it. Queglod, you get back 7. You get 7 temporary hit points, Queglod.
So is it 10 or 5 feet in front of me?
5 feet.
5.
Nice. Many stabbings.
Yeah, these things are hovering off the ground. They're not flying.
Is that 7 times?
Hmm?
How many temporary hit points was that?
7,
7, cool.
just in
So
case.
that's an unnatural 20.
Has Sasha taken any damage?
That's an unnatural 20. Okay.
No.
Excellent.
Was that both hits at the same time, or was that just one?
That was just the first. Oh fucking hell! One might stop working.
No, it's working.
Is that
Yeah, I can
okay?
hear you.
It's just not
Yeah,
showing
it
up.
was. No, it was working.
Go. I just saw in the top left corner. That's why people were talking over me.
Ah, okay.
That's what I thought.
No, we're just rude.
Yes, that is very
Yes,
true.
they are.
You are rude. So, go ahead and roll me the damage for that first hit, because it definitely hits. So, that's a d8. 7 plus 5,
Plus
or plus 6. 13 points of damage. Alrighty then.
And my second hit.
Go ahead. Natural 19. Hits. And doing another
13 damage.
13 damage. Convenient and consistent.
That's what you get from Sovak. You don't get big numbers.
He is looking pretty bad.
He's gonna snarl at it in a skeleton-y way. Not quite like that. Don't
Okay.
sound like skeletal.
End of your turn.
Basic.
Oh no. You
We haven't.
Bern,
the
as
spiders.
you watch as one of the spiders looks towards your party. All of the 8 eyes just looking there. kind of reels back its head.
Nope, run away.
As a glob of lava is shot at you.
At me? Oh, fuck.
You specifically?
Okay, I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Fuck.
It seems only one of them has noticed. The others are too busy either dealing with their new prey which they've caught, or one of them has left, as it did earlier. Only one of them sees you.
Oh god.
Nope.
How much damage?
Okay, you take 21 points of fire
How much
damage.
damage am I taking?
You're lagging.
21.
21
How
points.
much?
21 points of fire damage. As the lava hits the outside of you, it burns and it hardens. But as it does so, the wounds where it's burned in, it hardens inside of them, acting like miniature hooks, and it is going to reel you 30 feet towards it.
Oh,
10,
fuck me.
25,
How much
30,
damage did I take?
21.
Hang on, he's the only one that can do fly. Oh,
He's
no, we have.
He's not the only one, but he's in a
No.
bad position for it regardless. As you are currently
Well, yeah.
hoisted 20 feet in the air with this large strand of web, you are currently dangling about 30 feet away from them. As it has pulled you up, and it is currently reaching down for you. You are currently in this state grappled and restrained.
Oh my god.
Guys, I don't have a spell for this.
I can't do anything with this.
It rolled. I'm sorry. It rolled with disadvantage and got 2 natural 20s on its perception. And I was like, oh no.
Oh,
Bad.
great.
In fair dues.
I can't really help him either because I gotta keep passing out a trace up, so I can't fly.
I can send Big Felipe.
Would
But
that
that would
get
probably draw
noticed?
the other spiders.
Yeah.
It's a matter of right now, it's the only one which seems to have noticed. And it's noticed Bern. You're not sure why. But it's noticed some of you because of the fighting that has been occurring down here. And also because the corpse fell off in the area where he was. Okay.
Ah.
As you have been caught by a fire thread spider. So that is going to end its turn as it can't do anything else. So, Red Kazme, there aren't any left. Ghaakt and Rook.
Right, well,
Kazme, Chasme, whatever.
I'm gonna. But this could be my last stand, but I'm going here and I'm gonna hit it literally with everything that I have got.
Okay.
With Great Weapons Master.
Okay, rolling for the ground beneath you. It is stable.
Oh, shit. Cool.
It is stable. Go ahead and make your strikes without disadvantage.
I'm rolling both at the same time.
Go ahead. Great Weapon Master, you said? Hits
Yep.
and misses, so roll for one of the damages.
Oh, fucker.
7 plus 13 is 20 points of damage. It is still up.
Right, I'm going to Action Surge.
Go ahead and make your 2 more attacks.
I cannot take a single hit.
Hits
Oh,
and misses.
fuck me. Right,
Go
okay,
ahead
well,
and make the attack roll for that. Actually, wait, is it just a plus 5, actually?
What do you mean? Is it just plus
It-
5?
With Great Weapons Master, what's your addition?
My addition is plus 8 damage.
It's plus
Add
8
8 to
damage.
your attack's damage. Minus 4 on your attack to hit, plus
So-
8 to your attack damage.
So what would be the minus... So with the minus
What's your
4, what
normal
does that
to
make
hit?
your to hit? Is that plus
What?
5?
Yeah, my normal to hit is plus 5.
Okay, so that would miss then. Never mind. As you see, these things are quite quick,
Mm.
as
Oh,
its AC is
my
15.
normal to hit is 9.
Yes, so minus 4
Right,
is
right.
plus 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, but unfortunately both of those attacks miss as you go in for the 2 swings. They are fast, and it is in... This thing is on death's door. It's not wanting to get hit again.
Okay, I'm hammering horns, or horn attacking it.
Go ahead.
Fucking desperation. One fuck. I fall off the bloody edge now, my luck.
Nope. The edge holds, however it is crumbling. You will have to step off of this next turn, or you will fall.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
End of your turn. Queglod, you are on the ground. You see Bern being carried away by this large red thread, and you see the other giant mosquito just pulling its proboscis out of your chest.
Please tell me you can do something.
Well, good question. First of all,
I've got a
stand up,
stopgap
so it's not
measure
an
at
advantage
best.
anymore.
Also, Infernal. When it comes down to these questions, like, is it hostile? Please ask that in person rather than typing it to me. It took me 6 minutes to respond. Yes,
It's
hostile.
fine. It wasn't gonna come important until my turn anyway.
Okay.
Ask it.
Yeah, ask it on my turn and it'll be fine. Or on your turn, sorry.
I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you managed to see it before,
Okay.
it's fine.
So what were you gonna do there, Queglod?
Well, first things first, I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up, so it's not an advantage anymore. Because, fuck that shit. Then,
Can't even take normal hits, let alone advantage ones.
yeah. As far as Bern goes, my only real option is to send Big Felipe, which could get us all fucked.
Save it as a last resort.
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's either
I have a
just kinda
stopgap
leave it to
measure,
die.
which will take out my concentration, but it will stop him from being reeled away. But I will need someone to go out and catch him afterwards.
Or he can. Wait, can you fly yourself? Yeah.
I have fly myself.
Oh,
You'll be
good.
fine.
So as long as I get you out of there, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
as long as you don't fall.
Currently, he's
fast
surrounded
enough.
by a hardened, almost metallic crystalline lava.
Don't worry, Chris. I've got it covered.
Okay, good. Because if you don't do it necessarily, then
All I have to say, all I just have to do is just say, "Don't resist," and then it'll be fine.
And then I resist.
Oh my god.
you gotta cast. I know what you're doing. You gotta cast banishment on him.
Yes,
Oh my fucking god! Are you
You
kidding?
know,
it works, doesn't it?
I had a feeling that's what you were thinking.
Oh
man.
my fucking
It's
word.
got a 60-foot range.
Yeah. You would. You
Well.
could cast banishment on him.
Yeah.
And then that thing will get reeled away. You'll still be in that point in space, and then you'll fall, but you can fly, so it'll be fine.
Okay. Good to know. So, Queglod, what were you gonna do?
Look,
Okay.
you have to take care of the bug, okay?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good plan. Take care of the mosquitoes first, and we can go deal with Queglod later.
Mm-hmm. Nice
Uh,
reference. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Okay, there's not really a lot I can do in melee range, so I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp and Pray.
Shocking grasp. Make your attack roll.
It's not. I can't imagine it's wearing anything made of metal, so
No,
can't imagine it's wearing anything.
it's not. It's made of carapace. 6
It's
plus
actually
what?
wearing
It's
a
another
wearing
6.
a kilt.
Cool.
Plus.
Plus 8. It should be. Yeah, 8.
Just misses,
So-
I'm afraid. As this thing's AC is 15, as you reach out for it,
Why?
the electricity dissipates as you go to reach out to it.
That's not.
I blame you for this.
I can't move or it'll stab me to death.
Mm. I know, I made that mistake.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. End of your turn. Malcolm, your turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, first thing, I need to roll this for recharge.
And also, first thing, you need to roll for the death save as well. It's at the beginning of the turn.
Oh. Damn it.
Unless it's a natural 1, if it's a failure, you still have your entire turn to save them, but it will require healing.
That's what I was gonna do either way. It's a natural 1.
Aurum loses stability and is out for the count.
Is Aurum like dead or?
Yeah, Aurum gets 2 death saves. Aurum can be revivified, but currently Aurum is dead.
How do we revivify?
I've got
Sasha.
Revivify,
Sasha has
Drop
revivify.
diamonds.
and I have the gems. But it does mean I won't be able to do jack shit to help out Infernal.
Bear in mind, you've got a minute.
You've got a minute.
No, I don't, because we are in
Ah,
Aurum.
that is correct. You have 6 seconds until you have till Malcolm's next turn until Aurum gets up as a zombie.
Ew.
Yeah. Don't. I knew this was going to happen at some.
How many
at
times
some
can you
point.
do this? Revivify.
I mean,
Twice, I think.
currently, quite a few actually, because I've got a lot of
Okay.
diamonds.
If you've got a lot of diamonds, then that's fine. So Malcolm, what are you going to do on your turn?
Let me double check how many
Not much
diamonds.
I can do, but I'm.
Three diamonds currently.
Are they all 300 GP each?
500 GP actually.
Okay, so yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah. Overcast, baby.
Yeah, but unfortunately, getting them cut doesn't work.
I know.
To get them
Which I
cut,
still say is
You can-
annoying.
you can't. Unfortunately, you can't cut a pre-made diamond into 2 other diamonds by simply cracking it in half. Fortunately, it doesn't work like that.
God, if only I had time to cast Fabricate, I could make 5 smaller 300 diamonds. Because I do have jewelry proficiency.
That is true. So you could have done that.
Look. I forgot that was a thing we said was possible.
Mm-hmm. So, Malcolm, what are you going to do?
There's not much I can really do.
You've currently got Shillelagh cast on you, and Lighthouse is in Qatar form.
Well, Lighthouse is in
You-
star form.
Tell me
Yeah.
to save Aurum.
Say it out loud.
Okay.
Save Aurum.
Yeah, because if you don't say it out loud, then Sasha would focus on saving Bern.
Save Aurum. I'm gonna attempt to wake Ghaakt up.
How?
Well, I'm going to switch Lighthouse back to Lighthouse and not being guitar form, and try and smack Ghaakt.
Okay. Make me an attack roll with advantage. You hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me the D8 for your quarterstaff, plus your strength modifier.
If it's got Shillelagh on it, then it's wisdom.
Oh, plus your wisdom modifier. Okay. So, 7 points of damage to Ghaakt, as Ghaakt is woken up.
Alright.
Alright, he is now oofed awake.
Please do not kill me.
End of your turn. Kazme's and Sasha's turn.
Oh, don't attack me.
Not today, motherfucker!
It succeeds on its save. Go ahead and roll me the
5d8
damage.
though.
Yep.
How on death's door is it, Chris?
It's not too far on Death's Door. It's not actually on Death's Door, it's very close though.
Oh,
18, 9. It's on the
9
cusp.
points down.
It's on the cusp of survival.
Oh, just stay down, you bastard.
It will get an attack on its turn. So keep that in
Don't
mind.
care. I move over here and I save the fucking thing. I'm sure it gets an attack.
It will
of
take its
opportunity.
attack of opportunity against you. However, on its turn, it's
Do not
Queglod or
do-
Ghaakt. Oh, not Queglod or
Yeah.
Ghaakt. Queglod or Rook.
Oh,
Fucking
fucking
quick,
hell.
go for me. Shit.
I'm gonna use up all my diamonds right now, aren't I? I told you guys to kill the fucking creature.
Let's see.
I mean, it did die, and then another one came.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
No, yeah, but not this round. It didn't.
It came
It
out last
came
round.
last round.
Yeah, and I told you to help me kill this one so that I could save Infernal and now Aurum instead.
Alright, seeing as it's been damaged by Rook, it's going to attack Rook.
Fuck. This is not good.
That's a 15 to hit. It misses. As
God.
it makes its attack with its proboscis, you just go and just move out the way as it jabs past you. As it misses, it's going to take the attack of opportunity against Sasha. Natural 2! No. You hear a ting from behind your armor as this proboscis tries to jam through, and it's like, nah, no.
Hey, Rook, quick question.
What?
I am casting
You are-
Revivify on Aurum.
What's the cast time?
Cast time is 1 action.
Okay,
It revives with 1 hit point.
that is true. However, you are performing the ritual. When it comes down to it, my reviving, regardless of what it is, uses a ritual term. Currently, Ghaakt, Malcom, and actually no, anybody can use their reaction apart from Bern because he's too far away to aid in reviving Aurum.
Alright.
Doing
Ghaakt,
so,
please.
you must say what you're going to do. Ghaakt does not have any actions to work with, unfortunately, as he has just
Not
gotten
even
up
a
from
reaction?
unconsciousness.
Bugger.
No. So,
I mean,
who would like to spend their reaction to assist in the raising of Aurum?
Can I?
What would you like to
I'm
say
not-
or do? As
No.
Sasha, you place the gems out front. You proceed to concentrate on this as you cast Revivify. Doing so, you will assist in raising Aurum, so go ahead and give me a d20 roll. Adding nothing.
is this me?
This is you, yes. Just add a d20 roll.
Ah,
4.
father mucker.
Okay. The energies of this place are difficult. The DC has increased slightly. Keep in mind, even if you fail the DC, Aurum can still come back. It's a matter of if Aurum comes back with other negative modifiers. So it will work regardless. You're just trying to lower the DC to help with Aurum's coming back.
Hey, Raven Queen lady, you wanna give me some
It's up to you guys. Who wants to spend their reaction to assist?
I'm going
Sovak
to,
will.
of
if he can.
course.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
I can
help out.
I can have up to 3. Sasha's taken
I'm
1. You've
happy
got 2
to.
left.
I'm happy to, if I have one.
I'm obvious.
So Malcolm's
I-
going to take one.
I would
so
like
one
to
left.
take one from Simon because Raven Queen power.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really getting much done over here, so I'm happy to help out.
Okay. So Malcolm and Queglod. I'll start with Malcolm. What are you going to do to assist in bringing Aurum back?
Malcolm's going to kneel down next to Aurum and gently start stroking her scales, saying, Aurum, I need you. I can't lose you yet. We still have so much to do. You still need to see the dragon, see the world out of this dark and horrible place. We still need to have fun. Still need to enjoy our time together. It's too soon for you to be going. Please, Aurum, we need you.
Roll me a charisma check with advantage.
Well, thank goodness for advantage. That's
21.
21.
The DC has been lowered.
Oh.
And finally, Queglod, what are you going to do?
Okay, just briefly in between, trying to stay away from proboscis attacks. I'm gonna shut my eyes from it and be like, "Oh, my queen. For the greater good of your cause, please let this one remain on this earth a while longer."
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Why?
Total?
Let me check if I'm proficient in.
Remember, lucky.
Oh, fuck.
You're welcome. The second time we've remembered in 74
Jesus.
episodes. Okay,
Almost rerolled it.
better.
For fuck's sake.
Do you want to do another lucky?
Doesn't work like that. No, it's the halfling feature.
No, that's an 11 total.
11 total. Okay. DC has been lowered.
Yes.
Orm rolled a natural 10. The DC was 7. Orm gets back. No negative modifiers to Orm. Orm is back up on 1 hit point. And please mark that down.
Jeez.
Question: do I still have my bonus action?
The greater good.
Yes. Yeah,
Question.
you I'm glad you heard it, Sam.
Don't worry.
Good.
Question: are
the
her
move-
maximum HP still 25?
Chris just
At
sent
the
me a
moment,
message saying Tau intensifies.
Jeez.
Sasha said, or Queglod said, for the greater good, and I was like, oh man.
Right. I still have a bonus action, which means I can still kill you. And I'm
Please.
going to use spiritual weapon.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Alright. Spiritual weapon takes its swing with advantage.
Swing.
Swing! Go ahead
There's my
and roll.
swing. There's my swing.
D8. D8 special damage. Force damage. Hits and kills.
Yes.
As the Smashfist hammer appears behind, the rage of the party seeing Orm go down, but the delight of getting back up, Sasha turns, and as this hammer swings through, whoang, hits it across the top of the head, splattering its head across the stone before it too collapses.
Oh yeah, B never got to take it their turn.
What would B like to do? The rock's fine as this one collapses into the pit as well.
Well, I didn't get to use my bonus action, so I guess I would have used my bonus action to tell B to aim for the thread that's taking Bern.
Alright, zoom.
I don't think B, the creature made out of paper, can do anything against the lava.
It's hardened
Well,
lava, it's rock.
Yeah, it's hardened. Yeah.
So go ahead and what's B gonna do to try and free?
Well, I was hoping to get the recharge for the tail, but the only thing B can really do is claw attack it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Natural 20. Hits and does damage. Go ahead and roll me the attack roll, or the damage roll for this.
That would be 1, 2, 3.
It would be 6, so it'd be these ones. +3 on this, I believe. Making that
18.
18 plus 3 is 21 points of damage. Type of damage?
Slashing.
Okay. B proceeds to carve through this. It proceeds to tear through it a fair bit, but doesn't fully break through it. Bern, you will have advantage if you wish to try and make a strength check to break out next turn. Otherwise, it will take another... For a mechanical purpose, it will take another 5 points of damage, which has to be magical against an object because it doesn't have siege damage.
Don't worry, my swords were gonna come and cut it.
Oh, okay. In such a case, end of Sasha's turn. Bern, your turn.
Yes, my weapons are instantly coming over and slashing them.
Okay, where are they cutting? Are they cutting above you or where you are to cut you out?
Where did B hit?
B hit where you were, trying to cut you out.
Alright, I'll do the same then, since it's
Okay.
weakened.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 attack rolls with advantage.
I have advantage, right?
Yes, with advantage.
I have advantage on this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
So, first one hits. The AC of this thing is like 10, so don't worry about that to hit too much. Hits.
Alright.
And that's 2d4 points of damage. I don't think there's a way you can fail to destroy it when it's on 5 hit points. So no, don't even bother about rolling.
No, there isn't.
damage.
It's just my plus is just gonna carry it.
Yeah, as the 2 sword blades carve through, it opens up one portion. You can now step out into open air.
Quick and fly and run the fuck away.
Okay, quicken spell and fly. You fly back over to here. You watch as it's reeling in this lava. Perception check. Make me a stealth check, please, Bern. This is not with
It's
advantage. This is just a straight stealth check.
But it's got still has the +10.
No, I mean plus 10 from.
What's the
yeah.
range on it? Is it 30 foot?
It's 30 feet.
19.
Natural 19?
Yeah.
You being laggy does not help this conversation.
Nice.
So do I get the plus 10?
I thought it was 15 foot in all directions from you.
No, it's 30 foot.
It is
It's
30 foot.
I,
Okay.
I double checked last session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30 foot.
In which case,
Okay,
yeah.
when I get 28.
28. Okay. It doesn't seem to have noticed that you've left from inside. However, make me a stealth check for B, please.
Alright. Stealth check for B.
B is still within range, so 30 foot.
That is.
She still has plus 10.
That makes that 25.
Okay. B doesn't seem to be noticed either, as B will return to the group. The situation now calming down. Rook taking a step away from the broken ledge. Ghaakt and Aurum being in terrible positions. A gap now in front of you. You see the spider now proceeds to pull up the rest of this. You guys all have 1 round if you wish to try and do anything during this time.
I need to heal. Oh, fuck. I'm
That
screwed.
reminds me of the question I was gonna ask you.
Mm-hmm.
To Rook.
What?
Did you already use that potion?
No, I haven't. But I'm kind of screwed because my maximum HP is 9.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maximum HP got went
We
down.
need to take a rest.
I don't know how I
The
increase my maximum
sledge
HP.
seems to get very small here.
Right.
Try and
Look,
say that
everyone.
in not lag, please, Infernal.
He was saying that this ledge seems to get very small here.
Yes, that's because it does. It's the same width as
Can-
this area here. You're going to have
Can
to
I attempt
squeeze along it.
casting Lesser Restoration on Jamie? Oh no,
Okay.
Rook.
You take the spell, you place your hand on Rook's shoulder, you cast Lesser Restoration, it does nothing.
Excellent.
Oh shit, that didn't work.
This is a greater restoration job.
Oh boy.
Do we want to try and take a rest here?
Yeah. Well, I'll
The spider might still want to calm down.
Okay.
be,
Yeah,
if we can get the
Should we
bubble
go
made.
into the
I
bubble?
With 1 round, as
I-
you're like this, the spider... Let's see. Okay. The spider notices that the inside of this is empty as it looks into it. Okay. What would you like to do?
We bubble?
It takes a minute
It
to
takes a
bubble.
minute to cast.
Oh.
Do you want him to start casting?
We need to get to safety somehow. Does anyone have anything that can make like a protective thing here? Oh, I'm being an absolute idiot. Okay, don't worry. Well, maybe do worry. Come up with other things to do because I'm making a terrible, terrible idea here.
Okay. Ghaakt, for
I-
the sake of it, is going to attempt to start casting Liamon's Tiny Hut.
I'm going to cast speak with the animals to see if I can hear what if the spider's saying anything.
Okay. You cast Speak with Animals. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
You also don't see them currently. The only people who see them are Queglod and Bern right now, and Sovak.
Yeah, I know I can't see anything. I can still hear though.
You can still hear, but you can't hear anything either. You can hear the wind rushing through here, bustling against the stone, and you can see the dust being pulled off of the outside of this as it passes through. What's the spider gonna do? Okay.
And
Okay.
The spider scans the horizon, the area where you guys were. I'd like everyone to make stealth checks for me, please.
Oh.
And mine are made with disadvantage, aren't they, Chris?
Yours and Rook's are made with
Could I
disadvantage because of
could
heavy
I
armor.
cast a spell before that?
What would you like to cast?
Enhance ability for Dex on
Rook, give it to Rook. I can take a hit.
Rook and Sasha.
Rook and Sasha. Okay. Are you
Oh,
burning a twinning
Sasha.
spell?
We're using twin spell.
Okay, go ahead and roll, not with advantage, just a straight roll for Rook and Sasha, please.
Okay.
So, Sasha, we'll take your left roll, which was the 11.
Oh, fuck.
Now a 17 because it was cocked, Chris.
Yes. Yeah, but you
Oh.
rolled it because it wasn't 11 or a 16, and you picked it up and it switched to a
No,
17.
I didn't pick it up.
Alright,
You
just
picked it up.
re-roll, because
Just
from
don't
my view,
complain
where
about
it's
your
there,
die.
it's 11. Yeah.
I fucked up bad.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Rook, that is a natural 1, -5, plus what, plus 10.
My stealth is +2.
So that is an 8.
Excellent. I'm dead. Peace out, yo.
Okay.
I got 23.
Well,
28.
let's see.
25.
For
Can I
me,
prepare to defend Rook?
Nope.
that
Fang's
25
fine on
as
a
well,
nat-
by the way.
Fang's fine on a natural 20.
21. I got a nat 20.
Did Aurum roll with disadvantage?
I haven't rolled for Aurum
Oh,
yet. I was
I'll
calculating.
roll for Aurum and
Oh.
B just to make it quicker. Aurum-
I already rolled B. B
Oh,
got
Aurum-
an 18.
Aurum got a 9. So,
Okay, that's
plus 10, plus a lot. Okay. Rook,
Okay.
as you're there, you look over the edge. As you back closer, you forget about that broken bit of stone. As you step on it, it cracks and crumbles away.
Perfect.
The spider immediately twists its head to look at it. It doesn't notice any of you, as its perception was a 7. Because these things don't have a high perception, and it rolled a 6. Got a
Despite
+1
having
to
that
7.
many eyes.
Yeah, well, they don't need perception, because if they manage to smell or see something, then they have a +13 to stealth. So, yeah, fun times. So, it doesn't see you. As it sees the rock tumbling away, it looks down and looks where it is, and you hear buzzing from further away as more of them seem to be searching the area now for this. And you hear more screeching from further within the ravine out of all of your vision. It seems that you may have started a day's worth of hunting for these spiders as they are picking off the mosquitoes.
Perfect.
So, currently you are all out of combat, and Ghaakt finishes his cast of Lehman's tiny hut. You're all
What
currently...
time of day is it, by the way?
It's about 3 p.m.
Oh, fuck.
and the sun's just disappearing because of how deep you are in the chasm.
So, I don't know what to
Remember-
do about my health.
It's not too late to admit defeat.
I would like to.
And
I
just
would like.
fucking run.
I
Yeah,
would like.
let's just do
Please.
the fucking teleporty thingy. Let's go.
Your teleportation
Please.
circling at her?
That's
Where are
that-
we
That's
going?
my vote.
Where are
We
you
don't
going?
know how.
Be able
We
to
don't know how
survive.
much deeper we need to go. We
4
could,
days.
we could run into like
Don't know.
You got 4
another encounter like this every 100 feet.
You've got 4 days worth of travel to go. Seeing as it's getting darker and darker, you have 2 hours of daylight each day, and things only seem to come out during nighttime. Except for the spiders, apparently. So,
Yes, I also vote going back, please.
I think
I need to
we,
get a
we-
bow.
eventually we need to go down to the bottom of this, but I reckon we retreat for now with a better understanding of what we're likely to be up against and come back some other time once we've made preparations.
okay.
That would be my suggestion. There's no sense us all going on for 4 days and getting killed.
Mhm.
We're already beginning to run low on resurrection supplies as well.
So we should come back here when we're like massively overgeared for it.
Well, we can also make preparations to deal with all the bullshit. Like, there's probably something we can do about the darkness. I'll have to look
Torches?
into it, though. I mean, maybe. It seems somewhat magical. It was halving people's dark vision. That they couldn't see as far. But that is something that I don't think I knew about going in, but do now and can research.
Yes. We can do this.
Alright. If you wish to leave, then I can cast teleportation circle to Adamantia.
Okay.
Is my disguise on? Yes, it's on.
Feel your face.
Ah, yes, fake nose. Gotcha.
Alright. Nobody has any objections on going back?
I just want to go home.
Well,
But I do
since
want to
all
come
of you
back.
want to go home,
Like, don't get me wrong. I do want to come back here at some point. But sweet
Certainly.
Jesus. Orm almost died.
Have you considered firebombing the place?
Orm did die.
You know what? I'm
I mean-
tempted.
Orm almost
Must-
died
Look.
permanently, is I think
Yeah,
what
like,
Sasha was
there's
getting at.
death and then there's death. Alright? Like, Queglod tallies around with death all the time. But,
What do
you know,
about death?
I've died.
I believe we've all died at least once. Except for Brooke, maybe.
Well, died near as damn it.
when
Yeah.
did I die?
Yes, you haven't
Out
died
of
much
out of
time.
everybody, Queglod, Malcom, Ghaakt, and Sasha have all died once. I don't think anybody's died twice, so this does mean that your death saves are 11 and higher rather than 10 and higher. So keep that in mind.
Alright, well, if all of you want to
about
leave,
Sovak?
I guess I won't.
Sovak's death
object.
saving throws are weird. That's all I'm gonna
Sovak
say.
is.
It's more about
You
when
actually have to roll above a 10 to, no, below a 10 to survive.
I'd be down with that actually.
Alright,
Get
yeah.
on death saving throws. Your death
Where
Are
are
you
you
teleportation
If you
circle?
roll too well
Yeah.
on a death saving throw, you come back to life. And then
Nobody had any
and
objections.
then die.
I'm not
No
gonna
objections.
object if all of you say you want to go back.
Where do you want to go?
Adamantia.
Adamantia.
Adamantia, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need
so
to get the ingots.
Ghaakt is going
Cool.
to proceed to cast teleportation circle.
Ghaakt? Me?
You?
Oh wait, I don't have spell slots.
You don't-
Whoops.
Yeah.
That's true. Ghaakt.
Yeah, you also don't have Adamantia, do you? Because you have,
No, I studied Adamantia.
Oh, right, you
That's
have
the one I studied,
the one
and
in
then I
your-
got the other three
the
too.
one in your tower. Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking, like, wait, you don't know the other one in Adamantia. I was like, oh, right, yeah, because you got your one in your tower. Got it. Alright. In such a case, he is going to cast Teleportation Circle. Right.
We fucking yeet ourselves back to Adamantia.
Okay. You watch as he finishes the casting, taking the chalk, drawing it on the ground. Below it, you see there's a crackling and a tearing as it works its way upwards. Bern, please roll me an Arcana check. 7.
That was a weird stop.
Happens.
9.
9. You look at the teleportation circle. Doesn't look like yours. It's interesting.
Where does this take?
Ghaakt says Adamantia, and he runs through. Are you all running through?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care anymore. As long as it's not here.
I'm making sure Orm goes before me.
Okay. You all go through. As you do, you look around. You aren't in your tower.
Excellent.
Is it the other one?
No. You look around and you are in a hardened stone structure. As you look around this location, you proceed to just view against the outsides of the walls here. And it is a cut grey stone. you see on each edge of this. I actually need to roll another die for this just to decide who you're meeting.
Oh.
Alright.
Well, I vote we kill Ghaakt.
Okay.
Just pulling out my vapors.
As this occurs, you all step through the portal to here, and you see dwarven armed guards, covered in dark steel from head to toe, chain visages covering their face, all of them wielding short swords and huge shields as they stand there and they see you all enter, as all of them raise their swords to you guys as you
Can we
enter.
turn around and go back?
The portal
Wait.
closes- The portal
Where the
closes
fuck are
behind.
we?
You hear a
In
grunt.
Dwarvish.
You say, okay. Roll me a persuasion check. And your dwarvishness is countering the disadvantage for your sudden arrival.
Head to the dwarf.
Oh, we're in the Underdark, aren't we?
Oh no!
Persuasion?
It's 5.
Plus.
Plus?
It's
I
just
think-
5, Chris.
Just 5! Okay,
Yay, Sasha, the
He look-
charismatic one.
you can't tell what kind of emotion or anything they feel as the individual goes, says back in Dwarvish, "Who are you all? You are Scar. You came here."
Apologies. We were trying to teleport to Adamanthia.
Well,
we're-
you've
we're-
taken a wrong step then.
We are I don't suppose you've heard. But I'm Sasha Smashfist. These are my companions. We can do names later. I feel like the weapons pointing is a little
Okay. Do any of you speak Undercommon?
I do speak Dwarvish though.
Why in that?
Nobody speaks Undercommon?
Hang on, I'm trying to work it out.
Infernal, do you speak
Um,
Undercommon? I can't remember if you
no.
do because of your background.
I think we said no. I can't remember.
Then look in your character sheet.
It says common and Sylvan, Chris.
Then no.
I
Why'd you
can
take
do the
s-
book thingy though. Because of my thing.
Yeah,
Oh, if only Elzin was
you'd
there.
need to.
He knows
You'd need to.
Undercommon.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, Elzin does.
Elzin.
As they proceed to speak in Undercommon, Sasha, roll me an insight check for this.
now this I'm good at.
The DC is going to be very high because they're wearing visages and speaking in an unknown language. Natural
Well,
20.
I think I do okay.
You hear what they're saying in Undercommon. You don't understand it. You recognize the accent. These individuals are Grim Tongues. Or Dark Tongues, sorry.
Dark tongues, yes.
You say in Dwarvish. One of the individuals nods at you and goes, "What did you say your name was again?"
Smashfist. Sasha Smashfist.
Wait here. Looks over at one of the other dwarves and nods as they rush off through a iron door. As they do, you hear and smell soot and coal as it rushes through as the individual dashes through. I'd like you to roll me a d4, please.
Where, me or
You.
D4? Where's it? I have it. I have a D4.
You have a
it's
D4.
tiny.
2.
It was a 2.
Good to know.
Is it okay for
Well, that's
Malcolm?
not ominous at all, Chris. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it okay for Malcolm to be getting like a kind of like translation from B? Because B understands Dwarvish.
And are you going to have B speak to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Translating from Dwarvish to Draconic.
Okay. As this occurs, one of the guards looks up and sees you all speaking and says, "Speak in a tongue we all understand."
Sorry, my companion. Wait, do you speak common?
Aye, we do. As he says in
Oh,
common.
thank goodness. Sorry. We thought it'd be easier to get things started with a back into common now. started with a tongue that we knew you'd know. We've been in some situations where people can't understand common, and they've gotten dangerous if we didn't talk quickly. But yes, they can understand common. Everything is good, everyone. Right.
Just was wondering what was being said.
Yeah, so I'll quickly relay back what's been said.
Okay.
Right.
They remain there stationary. The captain, as you can see, wearing the slightly more regal outfit, as they're head to toe in dark steel plate armor. It looks magical. These guys are equipped to the teeth to kill things that aren't welcome through here.
We're not welcome.
Can Malcolm get any?
There's about 12 of them, other than the one who left.
Can Malcolm get any idea of where we currently are?
No.
You said we took a wrong turn.
Correct.
Where
you
did we end up?
You'll wait till the other individual returns, then we'll deal with this matter.
Very well. Everyone, just stay calm, and we'll get this all sorted out. Ghaakt, are you absolutely sure you got the Wait, what?
He says yeah.
Are you absolutely sure you copied down the sigils and things correctly?
I'm fairly sure I did. I mean, I've never
It
cast
did
teleportation
not seem
circle
right.
before.
Well, maybe the ravines had some.
Which teleportation circle did you do? The tavern one?
Yeah, I did.
That was not correct. It's not the same as mine.
Where are we?
Well, look, they'll tell. I'm sure they'll tell us soon, or we'll find.
The wonders of Orimance Ravine.
This is. Hold up. Are we?
Some teleportation magic.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
Tell me we're not there.
Don't speak like that. We can't understand you.
Yep.
Damn it, Chris.
Don't speak like that. We can't understand you. Alright. So, as you're all standing there, currently looking around, just going like, okay, where are we? Like, what are we doing here? What's happened? You are very confused, and rightly so. As you proceed to wait a little bit longer, you watch as an individual as 3 individuals walk through. You see, actually no, 4. You see the guard who left, 2 more guards, and another individual. The darker individual is a completely coal-skinned Duragar with bright white eyes. Slicked back, dark hair, wearing same kind of plate armor, but obviously is more well established, shall we say. As he walks in and gets a look, he looks over, says something in Undercommon. You see the captain kind of nod and say something back to him before he says into Dwarvish, Smashfist, follow me.
Yeah.
And turns and walks out the door with the 2 armed guards going with him.
I'm going to follow him. Yeah.
Your friends stay here. We'll come back for them in a short while.
Right. Stay safe.
Can I roll an insight? If he's
Telling the truth. Same here, honestly.
I'll say go ahead. You can go ahead and both make insights. The DC for Sasha will be more regular than yours will, Bern.
14 plus.
I got a 22.
7,
22?
8, something like.
Bern?
Yep.
I'm sorry. He's hard to read.
Excuse me.
22 on my part as well, by the way.
You succeed because you are a dwarf.
Fuck this racism.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a mechanic in the game which I'm abusing. So, as you walk with the individual, leaving this initial chamber, you see what looks to be huge forges on either side. You see pits of not lava. You see pits of fire just rushing through the various bits, molten metal being cast into various areas. You can see hundreds of dwarves working on this in this area on just general forge work. You can see platforms where individuals are giving orders, making instructions. You can see all manner of individuals down here. You also see among them taller figures of what look to be drow, currently standing among them, also working on their various craft. You can see them striking, working, and grinding at what they're doing here as they continue to work. The individual continuing to walk forward as you are hearing the immensity of the area around you here. You continue to walk forward, following this individual who seems to just be walking off almost indefinitely through this. As he continues moving, you can hear the general life and bustle of this place now, with the sounds of chains rattling, things moving, and a much more underground homey feeling. Looking up, you can see this cavern is lit with large hanging crystals, currently embedded almost like stalagmites?
Tights.
Tights.
Tight.
One day I will get that right.
No,
I always remember it as like tights because they hang down.
Okay.
Yeah. That might be helpful. Anyways.
Okay, as you're kind of just looking around, this place looks wonderful for you, and you imagine Rook would have a field day here as well. As you're looking around, he leads you forward, and what looks to be up a set of stairs leading up to a large kind of like box chamber.
You mean Bern, not Rook?
No. Well, I
Rook
mean
as
both,
well,
actually.
Bern as well, but yeah.
This is Forge Heaven.
Glad you like it.
Right. Sorry. I got a little ahead of myself.
That's fine. You
Can I first of all offer my apologies for intruding unexpectedly?
I'll ask the questions once this occurs. First, we'll get to my office. It's more private there. As
Very
he
well.
enters his office, you see the two guards remain on the inside of the door, standing there. You see two more on the outside as well, who let you in as you travel in. You see a much quieter room, but you can still hear the hustle and bustle of the daily life. You can see the forge work below, and he's overseeing it as you see a suit of armor off in one corner that is very well crafted from what looks to be Mythark.
Ooh.
You can see it is enchanted. You aren't unsure of what, but it is very, very much worth its weight in gold. And as you look at it, and he goes behind his desk, he pulls out a scroll of paper, places it on the table, and places a quill on top as you watch as the quill writes itself upwards. As he looks at you and goes, "So, why are you here? And who are you?" As he says this, you watch as the quill begins to write, and reading upside down, you can tell it seems to be writing everything you or he will say.
My name is Sasha Smashfist. Myself and my compatriots are part of an adventuring party. We decided to check out Oromance Ravine, but we found ourselves a bit in over our heads. After getting to a point of relative safety, we attempted to teleport out to Adamanthia, our home base. When, during this casting, one of my compatriots noticed that something was wrong, but not having another way out, we decided to risk it, just in case. We ended up coming through the teleportation circle and appearing down there where we appeared in front of your men. We're not certain where we are, but I assure you we mean no harm at all.
He looks at the piece of paper. All of the conversation seems to be in check. He nods, looks at you, and goes, "Well, in such a case, welcome to Crag Anvil. come a long way from wherever you were. I can't understand why it didn't work, but whatever reason, your teleportation seems to have brought you here. As regards to who I am Melabista Darktongue. Currently the second in command Forge Master here. The head Forge Master is upstairs somewhere. And he can tell you his own name.
Very well. Remind me, Chris, was Crag Anvil the one I had to head to get check out what's going on with the Smashfist stuff, or was that a different one?
That's Magma Reach, which is
Magma
one city
Reach.
over.
Well, I mean...
Actually, no,
yeah.
Relical, sorry.
Relical.
Yeah.
Still one city over.
Yes. All of
Yeah,
them are one
okay.
city over.
Yeah, so... Right. Well... Seeing as we've been a bit of a... imposition to you, is there anything at all we can do to make up for this unfortunate accident?
If it's simply an accident, it's nothing I need to worry about. You can be on your way, or you can stay in the city. Knowing that you're not trying to lie to me, means that at the very least you're not trying to be difficult about it.
No offense, but I'm not one to. I find it very unwise to lie when you're in an unknown place surrounded by guards and in front of someone who seems very important.
Good. You're smarter than most. So, if it was simply an accident, you're welcome to stick around, or you can leave. That's up to you. But, either way, I can take you to the surface from here, and if you need to get to the surface and make your own way back, or if you have business, you're welcome to stay. However, I don't want any of your friends studying the circle here. I don't want them making their way back here again.
Right.
It's for authorized personnel only. You understand.
Of course, of course. I will make sure that they do not, and I will try and work out what happened that made us come here rather than back to Adamanthia. Whatever may have occurred, hopefully we can rectify it so that it's not something that will be likely to happen again.
One thing I am curious about, actually.
Of course.
If you've come from Adamanthia, what state is it in at the moment?
Well, obviously we headed to Uraman's Ravine, so it's a few days ago we were last there, but it's preparing for war. It seems, it is prepared for war. It's recovering from the attack. Was that an actual cough, or was that like a trying to?
Yes and no.
Okay.
No metagaming, please.
I'm sorry. I know. It's just. Never mind. I don't trust dwarves.
Your throat was sore. I understand.
Just don't trust dwarves. They make my throat sore.
Oh.
They give me tickles.
Not like that, you.
Anyway.
It's last I know, Adamanthia was in good health.
Very well then. Tell me, as the last surviving Smashfist, you travel with this group, yet I haven't seen you travel through here before. I would have heard you travel through. And this is your first time, I imagine.
Yes, it is.
I know this is a touchy subject, but it matters.
What? I'm not quite sure I understand the question. I don't believe I've been here before. Well, you lose your family. You're a young dwarf. You, well, you cope in it in different ways. I spent a good long time back, grieving, and I started traveling to try and find out, well, in a way, try and find some purpose. I'm following my deity, and I'm trying to look for a, how to word this? I want to help people, and I want revenge against the dragon that took my family from me. I believe I'm doing both of those by following my goddess. I just have, well, I haven't really stumbled into any dwarven territories for a while because it's a little painful, if I'm honest.
He nods,
Memories and
understanding.
all that.
Well, apologies for asking, but it's something I needed to understand. You watch as the quill stops writing and hovers where it is.
Right. Well, by the way, personally, I'd like to hang around for a bit because, well, if I'm already here, it would be nice to be around dwarves for a little bit, but I'll have to ask my companions what they want to do.
Of course.
Right.
By all means, you're welcome to stick around. I can take you to the upper city, get things sorted out there. If you wanted to stay down here in the workshops and see if you can find anything of your particular type, although you seem fairly well kitted out yourself, I don't think that would
yes.
be necessary. But
I'm quite proud of making this armor.
Dragon scales by the looks of it.
Yep, hell to work with.
Very true. Something you could only make in Magma Reach, which means that you've been somewhere that can equally work with dragon armor. May I ask where?
Have you heard of the Divine Forges?
And you watch as one, he kind of looks at you with a very shocked expression. I have, and you've been to one?
Mm-hmm.
Belonging
Been to one.
which god? The pen starts writing again.
It was the Divine Forge of Motalin. It was Motalin, right?
Yes.
I'm not allowed necessarily to reveal its precise location. But but it is safe and in good hands.
Okay. You watch as the pen, as it proceeds to write. You watch as the word safe is crossed out, but good hands is not. He looks down at the paper and looks up at you. It's not safe.
Okay, Chris, as far as I'm aware, Sasha believes that it's fairly safe because, like, Maverick seems powerful and the dwarves underneath have like fought back. We've gotten rid of the darkness down there.
Yeah. You start getting a strange kind of like twanging feeling in the back of your mind.
Wait. What's happening, Chris?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, mother fudge.
Natural 20. You remain upright as your vision blurs. You see before you a scarred vision of what looks to be the large mountainscape. You see the trees caked with a layer of fresh snow from the winter, frosted and chilled over. You see the entrance to the cave intact and being restored by the dwarves. You see the area around, and a large furred form walking and patrolling around the outside. The mountain isn't safe by any means. It's just being ignored.
Oh, the giant wolf.
Yes, the giant three-headed wolf.
Oh yeah, doggy.
I think I must correct my
What's worse,
statement
giant
there.
spider or giant wolf?
Giant wolf, 1,000 times over.
Giant spider. Giant spider.
Giant spider.
Giant spider.
Wasn't
Okay.
the giant wolf carrying a...
into a big wolf.
An
Giant
ancient
spider.
white dragon which it killed in 2 turns? Yes.
I mean,
It's
still
the
giant
wolf.
spider.
CR-wise,
It's the wolf.
wolf. Appearance-wise and general hatred, spider.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
obviously, I
Okay,
hate the
kill us
spider more,
quicker.
but the wolf is bad news bears.
Yes.
The wolf will kill us quicker, so therefore it's less painful.
It's also very bad for Sovak because it would hunt him down.
I
Whoa.
I should correct that statement. Apologies, it slipped my mind. I wouldn't say. I'd say there are things nearby that could very well threaten it, but I don't think there's any. But they are ignoring it, and I don't think there's anything that can be done about them.
You watch as the pen proceeds to write that down and it doesn't cross out anything. Very well. And if you can't reveal the location to me, then that's perfectly fine. Divine Forges are meant to be kept that way, and I understand. I myself am also under oath.
I'm glad you understand. It's as much as I trust a fellow dwarf, it isn't my place to say.
I will say, with the forges that are down here, it is a closely guarded secret for this area. If you do buy anything from here, we ask that you do not attempt to recreate it or sell it on without permission.
Right.
This is not a craft that can work. If you are killed and it is stolen, then you've already paid your penalty.
Hmm.
If it is
I
simply
will-
stolen, we ask that you retrieve it.
I am a blacksmith by trade, and I am eternally interested in new methods and how to improve. What would I have to do to be allowed to work with such items? Is there anything I could do?
Maybe once
Not-
you've been to Relical and seen the king. Until then, no.
Very well.
Once you have our leader's permission, maybe, but unfortunately that is not something I can grant.
Understandable. Thought it best to ask rather than, well, before, I don't know, accidentally like coming up with an innovation or something and then getting murdered for it.
Understandable. Well,
Well. Thank you for your time, and
my guards will escort you back to your friends. They are allowed to go where you want, provided you are escorted while you are below in the forges. No splitting up by any means.
right.
And if you're going to head to the surface, you're welcome. If you want to head to the surface, they'll lead you there and leave you to your own devices. Once you head
Very
there,
well.
you will not be able to return to the forges.
Right. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for your understanding.
Of course.
Apologies for any trouble we've caused.
Oh, and one thing.
Hmm?
Don't try and... You have an elf among you who is a surface dweller. I'd recommend that you don't bring him into contact with any of the drow. They might try and kill him.
Understandable.
Elves are well hated in this community if they are not drow, and dwarves the same if they are not Duragar. But you seem to wear your armor proud. That will earn you more than you are losing for being a surface dweller.
Thank you for letting me know.
Same goes for the rest of you, all of your party.
Hmm.
Quite a lot of you will be fine. I don't see any problems, especially not with the Minotaur. people will be more intrigued than they will hate him. The human, same. They'll probably see him as more intriguing than anything. The tiefling, they probably couldn't care less. So long as he doesn't cause any trouble or attempt to summon any demons, I don't think they'll care. And the halfling
not really
just...
the demonic type, that one.
And with the halfling, just make sure she doesn't fall into any vats. She's not going to
I
be
will make sure
retrievable
of
if
it.
she falls into molten metal.
I will make sure of that.
Good.
Anyways, I will take my leave now, and if you have any need at all of us, merely ask.
He nods. Very well. Any way I can easily contact you?
Well, if you have any way to contact Adamantia, they can usually pass on anything to us. If you wish to use...
We aren't connected with the Empire's system. We work on a Dwarven Forge basis. We don't rely on the Empire's systems of communication. We
Understandable.
can speak to Oregon, and that's all. That's all we care about. But even then, you'd have to go to Relic Hall for that.
Well, sending can be used, of course. I have it. I can return it easily.
Not sure we have anybody capable of that, but that's up to you.
Whilst we're in the city, I'm sure that you can simply put out asking for us to the guards, and that could be easily dealt with enough. After that, we'll see if there's any way to set up an easy way of communication with people who we encounter.
Very well.
Perhaps some stones of sending.
Sending stones
Mobile stones.
can be used, but though that kind of communication is typically used for my higher up.
A speller stone.
Sovak takes 1 point of psychic damage. Eh. My head. Eh.
For some reason, Sasha just stopped smiling. Right. I bow and I turn and take my leave.
Damage taken.
Okay, good.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
So.
The last one, I'm sorry.
So, you proceed to be escorted out by the 2 other guards, being led down, back through the forges, and back to the rest. You've all been waiting there for the better part of about 25 minutes, half an hour at this point, just kind of waiting. The guards, their arms aren't tiring. They continue to have their swords pointed at you as they wait in place. As the door opens, the captain looks over, and you are, as Sasha is escorted back into the room, and one of the guards says, "They're free to go. We'll escort them around the place if they want to go anywhere." And he says in common to the rest of you who don't understand Dwarvish, "You're free to come with us. However, you are to all stay together and we will escort you. So no funny business."
Yes. If there's any funny business, I'm not going to stop them from killing you at all.
"I don't think you'd get a choice." He says that in
Oh,
Dwarvish as one of them steps aside to the side of the door, letting you guys pass.
Very hard to kill me. Many things have tried.
I don't
We
think
weren't
you should set the
referring to
challenge.
you as they look at Sovak.
Hello. Just a weird thing. What's the view of undead down here? Just asking.
For a friend.
Roll me a straight charisma check. Oh no, that insight's pretty high.
Well, goodbye, Sovak.
Yep.
So I just
Okay, can
killed
I
yourself.
appreciate the lack of emotion in Simon's voice?
Ooh, okay.
The charisma, that's just a straight 17.
Straight 17. What would it be if you had deception?
If I had deception, it would be a straight 17, I think. Oh no, it would be a 4. 21. That's
21.
aiding that.
Okay.
It would be a 4. How do you have a minus 13?
My charisma's just that good. Alright, as you ask that, The dwarf kind of squints a little bit and looks at over your party and goes, "Outlawed."
Excellent.
Just
Queglod,
have a
good
check.
policy.
so happy here.
Just making
Um,
sure. There's some
Warlock of
Saturdays I've come
follows
across.
the Raven Queen, so it's a bit of a you know how it is.
It's something of a touchy subject, yeah. It's fine. Also, I was just going to point out, Sam, you literally just had to say nothing and walk out. That's all you had to do.
But that's
Have you
too
noticed
easy.
how little I care if Sovak gets killed?
Yet you have said that this may replace Elsian if you want him to.
He's not replacing Elson, let's be honest.
Oh, that's fair. Alright, so you proceed to leave through the area. You all taking in the scenes now of these huge, almost
Let them
columns
know
of
about the, you know,
forges.
the circular racism and the elf racism and stuff.
Yeah, you inform them that there is. It's not necessarily. It is racism, but it's people keeping themselves to themselves mostly. As you hear the sound of the forge work around you, you can see dwarves, or Duragar and Drow, for those of you who have more knowledge of this. Bern, you are at home here. This reminds you of old times. You look around, you can just see like, oh man, it's like being at home again.
So I absolutely
Sasha, where
want to
are
hide.
we?
Oh, Crag Anvil.
I don't think that teleportation circuit could have gone any better.
No, honestly, this is fantastic. I am. What?
Fang looks
what
up
a
and goes,
hilariously great
I
coincidence.
guess that's true. I mean, at least we're not in the ravine anymore.
That's that. Yeah.
True.
Oh,
Very
that's
true.
the biggest bonus, but I really, really like these forges. Like we have to have a look around, see what what they're making. All this stuff is so cool. Oh,
Yes, I agree.
but remember, everything here is their property, and we cannot, and we have to be very careful not to
Feed it to my axe.
that, but also I explain about the not stealing their stuff and copying it,
Yep.
shit, and selling it.
Yeah, copyright laws.
Yeah.
You already know this.
So,
The dark.
these things called patents.
Yeah, you'd understand this, Sasha, as you know that the Dark Tons are very, very secretive. By the way, do you have the list of all the families? Because I seem to have misplaced it. Of all the family names.
No, I don't think you ever gave it to me.
I'm fairly sure I did. There were the Dark Tongues, Flamebeard, or not Flamebeards, Rustbeards, and then there were
Shorties.
3 others that I can't remember what we called them.
Well, there's the Smashfist, but no.
No, it was
we're
the
not- we're not a
5 head
major family.
families. I'll find it later. Then it's probably around here somewhere. I've just been searching for it for a while now, and I'm like, where did I put it?
Definitely flame something's in one of them.
Yes, I'd love to go around this.
How often is the bin emptied? Never. Wonderful. Alright, so, where would you like to head first? You're allowed to head wherever. Currently you're in a large, expansive forge system.
Oh,
There
actually,
are
that's a
currently what
point.
look to be 8 massive kilns
Every
that are currently melting probably tons of metal at the current point. And it's being siphoned off and carried away to various areas.
Oh, actually, that's a quick thing, if you don't mind. This is to the guards. Is there anywhere we could have a lie down? I gesture to all of our half-dead companions.
That
Orm,
would,
who's still on 1 HP.
that would be above ground.
Rook on his 20.
And no way to come back here.
If
Rook?
you can get into the good favors of the head forge master, then maybe. But at its current point, no.
Right.
Well,
Rook, Bern,
Yes.
how about we stay down here? Because Rook, I know you're feeling a bit battered, but I mean, come
We
on.
can't split up.
They just said
Look
we
at
can't
this.
split up.
No, but they can
Oh, right,
escort.
shit.
They can escort you to the way up, drop off the half the party, and then the other half can go explore if they want. It
I'm
just
up for
means
staying down here.
all those who go up can't come back down. So keep that in mind.
Because, like, I'll be honest, I'm feeling great and I'm in Candyland for a blacksmith.
So am I.
Well-
It's nice to see.
Depends
Even
on
if I
what
do
the
feel like
others
I've
say.
been attacked by a giant mosquito.
Well,
Sort of makes it worth it all, doesn't it?
At the moment, Rook would would debate. But it's very nice to see all these fuckers.
Is the guard still with us, or the captain?
No.
Oh.
No, the captain watches over the teleportation circle. I will say it would probably be better if you all stick
I meant
together
the-
down here.
I meant the guy that was just talking.
Oh, guy talking to Sasha? No, he's in his office.
Okay, he left as well.
Yes.
Malcolm turns to the party. If a time does come, I would like to speak with either of the individuals in charge down here. It could gain us favor or better relations with them.
Something tells me they don't want to build relationships.
Ghaakt says, I'm gonna go to the surface. I'm just gonna teleport back to Adamantia and go there. I have no
Okay,
business here.
but this time, can we like,
I'll
Bern,
go.
can you
Bern
write
can
down the correct sigils just to make sure everything goes fine?
Oh, I can look after if you want.
The main thing was you get the sense that he didn't copy down the wrong symbol.
It was
It
the
was Aura
ravine
Mastery.
itself.
Yep.
Cool. Right. So what are we doing? Should we all stand down here looking at these forges?
I mean, yeah, I think it's good if we stay together.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
So then, proceeding to.
What?
I was gonna say, were you about to say something or no?
No.
Okay. So, proceeding to look around, you can see the large forges here. You can see plenty of people working. Dwarves, drow. The guards are currently there waiting for you guys to say where you guys want to go. The large kilns currently bellowing heat and smoke, which seems to be leading up through a series of chambers, leading upwards and probably out to the surface. You can see all manner of individuals currently just making stuff here, not out of steel, but out of dark steel. This place is a much more higher dwarven society when it comes to making things than, say, for example, Adamantia, where there's a mining and a smithing community, but they make steel and iron stuff. This place specializes in dwarven steel. This
Mind me,
place,
because what do I go up to? Like, what tier can I go up to?
what tier can you go up to?
Yeah. Can I do stuff with dark steel? Or no?
Oh, because of your Aether Forge.
Yeah.
What's your proficiency bonus at the moment?
4. Oh wait, for what?
If it's 4, then you can go up to tier 4.
Okay. And what is dark steel? Tier 4?
Tier 4. Black
Okay.
Steel's tier 4. Dark Steel's tier 3.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. They don't. From the looks of this, that you can see that you'd need to check it under closer inspection, but it's mostly dark steel, which they're working with here. You all looking around, you can see the rough cavern above, where it just seems to have been hollowed out, or this was a natural hollow area, and the kind of hard stone and iron floor underneath. You can see sparks flying off of various areas as individuals just working on weaponry and armor, just mass production. You see a group of elves and Duragar just walk by, as they're pushing what looks to be a large metallic cart currently filled to the brim with ore. As they move over to one point, you watch as they just proceed to heave it into the top of one of the kilns, as they're proceeding to melt down masses upon masses of iron.
Where should we go? Should we check out what they have for sale first, or?
Well, I'm more interested in seeing what we can learn here. I mean,
That's
look,
also what I want to do. But...
this place is, but well, let's ask the guards. Me and my two friends here are gesture to Rook and are, well, we're blacksmiths, we're forgers. We love forging. Is there where can we see something? Where could we either buy or learn about some of the things we're allowed to buy and learn about?
If you wanted to buy, I can take you to where you'd be able to buy stuff here, but if you were looking to learn, that would be something that we wouldn't be able to give you access to. You'd need the Forge Master's seal to do that.
To clarify, I'm not talking about like the super over the top stuff like the
Oh, we know.
Oh, right, it's everything.
Yes.
Fair enough. All right then. Well then, let's go buy some things.
Are we gonna have people get dropped off at the surface, or?
We can if you like.
I mean, I thought we decided we were gonna go together.
I mean, because like, if we
We
can't
might-
learn anything down here, let's go buy some. Let's go look at what we can buy because we don't know if we'll be able to get back down here, and then we'll go up and try and talk to the Forge Master to try and get back down here. If we don't, we've already bought stuff. If we do, we can learn things. So it seems like the best option.
Right.
I think, unless I'm missing something.
No, I'm
Nope.
up for going to see what I can buy. Though
Yeah.
I have
seems-
also brought some ingots at that other place.
Ah, shit. Forgot about that.
I can teleport us to Adamanthi if we need to.
Didn't you say that you'd be back in 2 weeks anyway?
Yeah.
So you've got a 2-week insurance before he sells
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So,
So you're in no rush, and it's a day's travel
No.
from Adamanthia to Orum's Anchor.
Yeah.
So
okay, cool. And we're doing a time skip soon, potentially, out of character.
Yeah.
I think. Alright, cool.
yeah.
Cool. Rightio. Yeah, I'm willing to check out. Let's go see what they've got to sell, providing everyone else wants to.
Okay.
Chris, it's getting late and I'm gonna have to head off fairly soon.
That's fair. I understand. As you are proceeding to be led, because I didn't plan for this, so this is all on the
Neither did
fly.
I.
Shame.
No, as you are led through Crag Anvil, you are taken through past the forges. You can see at one end where all the forges are, you can see what looks to be a large, open front, almost stool-like area. And behind you see tools, weapons of all range just being made. And you see this is where the majority of the craft seems to be dumped and then inspected and then either sent to the surface for sale or kept down here for military or economic use. You can see there are 3 individuals currently there. You can see there are queues leading up to it. Not long queues, about 2 people per queue, as they're proceeding to go over, like, ask for a pickaxe, pay 5 gold, and then leave. As they're proceeding to just go about picking up everything that they'd possibly need. As you see this, your party is led to the edge of this, and as you approach, you can see one of the Duragar there kind of just sees this massive horde arriving, and people are staring, as this is a very Duragar and Drow heavy society. So seeing your pink and red bunch moving through is very weird.
Cool.
Nah.
Fair enough.
You want to stay hidden, I think.
Seems like me.
Very, very hidden.
Yes, very hidden. So you reach the edge, and the individual behind the counter looks up at the guards and says, "Is this some kind of joke? Supposed to serve these lumps?" He's saying this in Dwarvish, by the way. So those of you who speak Dwarvish will understand this. And the guards go, "Just serve them. They're under the second Forge Master's understanding. They are allowed to explore and to look around. They're here on accident, but they are welcome guests. Just serve them if they want anything." All right then.
So
He then turns to you all in common. "So, what are you after?"
Where are we, by the way? At the shop?
You're at you're the edge of the kilns, yeah, where there's currently what looks to be. It's not a shop, it's a distribution center. But you've got to pay for it still.
Right.
Cool.
If
Well,
everybody here isn't being paid by the hour, they're not. They're being paid by the hour, but they are self-employed, so they can choose to work or not.
right. Well, everyone. Well, obviously, Crag Anvil has some of the best forges I've ever seen. We're looking for some of your work.
What are you looking for? I need to know
What is it?
specifics. I've got a book here full of stuff I could give you, but it's
What have you
useless
got
if you don't know
for
what you're looking for.
hammers and shields?
Hammers and shields, crafting or smashing?
I'm gonna pull out my my blacksmith tools. Probably a set for crafting would be helpful.
Crafting. You're looking for an improved set of blacksmith tools, then.
Aye.
More durable, something that'll last you. I see. What do you want to get made out of? What are they allowed? The guard behind says, "Just dark steel, just to be safe." Alright, let's see. That would cost you dark steel, blacksmith's tools. Probably looking at 50 gold.
All right. I hand over 5 platinum.
I'll take some as well, if possible.
Likewise.
3
I've
sets.
got no money.
Alright then. They get you 3 sets of dark steel blacksmith tools. They are regular blacksmith tools, but they won't wear out, and you will not have to worry too much about the DC for higher grade for materials of dark steel or lower.
Yeah.
So these
One
will
of these days,
these will act as a +1 for anything of tier 3 or lower.
Great. Right. In that case, now
Anything
on
else?
to the.
You said shields. You're
Yeah.
looking for something better, something stronger than you're currently using?
I pull out my shield. Owing to my well, let's just call it my divine connection. This shield is, well, I'm what makes it magical. It's just a normal shield. If there's anything you have that would be an improvement, I'd be interested.
The guy looks behind you again, the guard looks at you and goes, "Allow them to buy 1 magical thing. Let them take a souvenir home with them."
These guys.
One magical per person, or?
No, 1 magical per party.
Ah.
You can buy 1
Well, it's
magical
good thing I'm
item
the one with the
from them.
dwarf here, isn't it?
Very true. As he goes, "Alright then, what kind of magical thing are you after? Like a shield?"
I'd a shield or a warhammer. Those are
Shield
my,
or warhammer? Let's see. He looks behind them again and says in Dwarvish, "What grade are we allowing them up to?" He looks over and goes, "Standard grade, nothing above military. I don't want nobody getting any ideas of getting anything particularly powerful." The shopkeeper nods. Jamie, you could have said it rather than text it.
Oh, I didn't know if it would be. I wanted to know if
It takes me forever to open up my phone.
Oh, fine, fair dues. Right. Can I?
You can if you want to, yes.
Awesome.
It will mean that you'll have a 10-foot range of 15-foot range of throwing your weapon if you want to. but it will take
Yes.
It will take 2 attacks to throw it.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm totally game for that. I
Same as
want
the
to
hole.
buy. Do I need 15 foot of chain then?
15 foot of chain, which would cost you 10 gold
15-foot
pieces,
chain.
I think.
Oh no, he's doing a behold.
Yeah, he's doing
Yep.
behold.
I gave him the idea.
Cool.
I'm
It's
going to
normal-
quickly check the price of it before you go and put that in.
Is normal chain okay? Because I'm
Yeah,
going to be upgrading my
normal-
axe soon.
I mean, that's what I used.
Normal chain is fine. If you wanted to infuse it to your axe, you're going to need to get magical chain.
Right. Okay, I need magical chain.
In which
So,
case
it's
that would...
magic.
10 foot of chain is 5 gold pieces, so 15 foot would have to come in a 20 foot segment, so that would be 10 gold pieces. Getting it
Cool.
magically imbued. If you're looking for magical chain, you can get it on the surface. There's no point buying that here.
Cool.
If you're
Excellent.
looking for that, I'd probably say made it out of dark steel. Probably cost you 500 gold pieces.
Awesome. Right. Okay. Brilliant.
If you're looking for something a little bit easier, like steel, probably 200. Anyway,
I'll tell
In
you right
terms
now.
of-
I could.
go on.
Rook, I'll tell you right now. Either one of us could make something of equivalent to either of those. So
True,
we
you
can
then
just
have
deal
to
with that with
enchant
the
it though,
weapon.
that's the thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Because it has to be enchanted and then that will merge with the axe.
Bam.
We could have Abbott do it, or
That's true.
Queglod.
That's true, you have a
Yeah,
mage
I
for a
can
reason.
enchant things.
You also have Queglod, who also enchants.
It just needs to have some sort of enchantment.
Right. Excellent. Well, that's good to know. So, boy, on the surface, we'll get you two to make it, depending on if you've got the time.
Oh, yeah, we'll have time.
Also during the time skip, I'm probably going to be taking a walk to go pick up my ingots that were left behind.
Yep.
Excellent. Right. In that case, then I have nothing really that I need. I've got the future ingot.
Right, so.
Okay, you watch as he kind of looks through and goes, there are a few things here which can work. Not many of them are really that good. But the fact that you're wearing dragon scales, I imagine you're not going to be looking for anything made of iron or steel, I assume.
No, I can make something myself, but it's just a matter of, like, I'm here and you're brilliant. You've got brilliant forges and and blacksmiths here, so might as well see what can happen, even if it's not your, not even if it's not even your medium quality stuff.
Tell you what, he looks at you and he looks at the guards behind and he goes, tell you what, I won't sell you a magic item, but you can get the Forge Master's permission. I'll sell you a dragon hammer.
Oh, that.
Oh, shit.
boy.
You remember this, Harlan?
I remember it.
You watch as the guards behind go, absolutely not, we'll not allow it. Hey, I'm the one selling here. If they can get the Forge Master permission, I'll allow it. It'll mean they can veto their magic item here for it, though. At which point the guards kind of go, oh no.
Hey, he agreed to it.
You know what?
May I remind you, a dragon hammer would work like the following. You buy the ammunition for it, and the ammunition's pretty expensive. But you can effectively cast a single target fireball as an action or as an attack through the dragon hammer.
Yeah. You know what? I look at him, I smile, I put out my hand. Deal.
Alright then. Any other regular trash things you're looking for?
Don't suppose you have a crossbow, do you?
Bows. Yeah, of course we do.
Actually, a bow would be better, may I?
If you're looking for bows, looking for longbows, that kind of thing's possible. Do you want a warbow?
Whatever's the best that I can buy with this, and I show him my 4 meager platinum coins.
He looks at them and goes,
Okay, no, you know what? You know what?
You can
I'll
buy
pay
if you
for
want
it.
that, you can go to the
That's
surface and
fair.
buy a metal bow. If you want, but if you're looking for war bows, you're looking for something stronger than that.
I've got him covered. If he wants, I will cover it.
Can anyone cover me?
Yep, I've got you
Yes.
covered.
I'll pay you back.
No,
Come
you
on.
won't.
What's your
No, I will.
What's your strength?
My
My
strength.
strength.
Yeah, Sovak's.
So actually, that's a fair point. I've got 6 strength, so it's probably not a good idea.
Getting a metal bow isn't going to be a problem, but you won't be able to carry a warbow. A warbow, by the way, is what that gnoll was carrying.
To be quite fair,
Which no?
this is just
The
as a
gnoll
back-
from the
From
from when you were going into the Illithid lair. That no who shot the ballista arrow.
There was a no.
So a metal bow is what you're saying, and I can use that.
You can get a metal longbow. That will be fine.
Just checking, what would that use in order to fire? That'd be dex.
Dex.
wouldn't it?
That would still be dex. Yeah, it just means it's made of metal, which means it's not going to be flammable. Or
Cool.
as flammable.
Well,
If it-
you know, I think I would like a metal bow. Yeah, you see, come on, you know ourselves.
Longbow or warbow?
So you said warbow's not a good idea, guy.
Yeah,
No, because it
longbow.
requires 15 strength to carry it and use it.
Longbow. I'm quite weedy. I'm an elf. What can you expect from us?
Fair. Alright,
Yes, they are fucking pathetic.
Okay, I'll take it.
you
from
get a
him,
glance
Sasha.
from half the crowd around you.
I'll take it from him, Sasha. We can have these jokes. And I can only apologise for my entire species. No, high elves. We're all pricks, I know.
Look,
They
your-
go about
your
they go about their
grandson-
business. There's a
Yeah.
unified nod between all of the drow in the
Just-
areas. They just
Just
go,
everyone,
yeah.
everyone's just going, completely agree with you.
Mm.
And I can't even find. I prefer dwarves. What can I say?
Okay. He looks over and goes, alright, you looking for dark steel or you looking for cheap stuff?
Yeah, I'm the dark steel.
Alright, dark steel longbow. That'll cost you. That should be a bit. Get my list up here.
Might be able to give you an arm and a leg.
Oh,
That's
No.
about 120 gold pieces.
I've got it covered.
No, I've got money on me.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
you got 120 gold pieces?
It's got
I've
4
got
platinum.
pieces.
How many?
That's only 40.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
40.
Yes. Forget. Not.
Right.
no,
Okay.
no.
How
Yes,
about this? How about this? Rook,
Hey.
you do 40. You do 40. I'll do 40.
Yeah, fine.
I'll pay you both back. Never.
Okay.
Get Elsian to pay you back. It'd be funny.
You.
Okay, I'll be Elsian for it.
Elsian does have money. That's the thing.
Okay, so you both, so all of you pay 40 gold. You now have
Yeah.
a dark steel longbow.
I forget
Awesome.
that the nominations are in 10, not in 100.
He then looks at you and goes, "So what you gonna be firing with that longbow?"
That's a very good point.
As Rook slaps his face, just like, oh.
Hey, we all know I've got options.
If you're wanting some basic +1 ammunition, you'll want to get it from above.
You know what, for now, it will be fine.
If you're after basic arrows, also you'll get them from above.
It's entirely...
Basically, you can't buy anything down here. Fuck off.
Hey, if he wants to say that, let the man.
Fuck off. Alright, rest of you, looking for anything? You're a druidy guy, you don't like metal, you can sort off.
Actually, I can use metal.
He's one of those weird ones.
Oh, you're from the
know.
Barren Lands. Oh.
Indeed,
see.
I am.
Alright then.
How about a set of guitars?
Metal guitars? No. That stuff isn't dwarfy enough. Pick again.
Knuckle dusters. Pick knuckle dusters.
Let's
Yeah.
see what
Same
else
way
I
to
got.
go
Is there
with.
any way we could forge some ourselves?
He looks at you, Sovak and goes, "If you want knuckle dusters, we can get you those.
Oh my.
I don't have.
Wait,
or if you want
wait,
to wear
wait.
some spiked gauntlets, they work too.
Again.
Wait,
don't have the
hold up. How much do those cost?
Knuckle dusters,
Yes.
like a gold piece, but they use your strength.
Oh, wait. Could I use Shillelagh on them, Chris? Please.
No.
money.
Please.
Cast Shillelagh on a quarterstaff or lighthouse.
What if he makes the knuckle dusters out of wood?
No, it's strength.
Oh,
Let's
come on,
see.
So,
What else can I,
I mean,
use?
can use Shillelagh on a club as well. So
Yeah, fine, but still.
Also,
Also, again, Shillelagh only works on wood objects, so
very true.
Beer.
alright, the rest of you. He, looking over at you, Queglod goes, I see you've got yourself some dark steel items already. Nodding to your staff.
This is. Yeah, this is something I've had around for a while. It doesn't. The make doesn't influence too much with the magic, but it is nice to have.
There.
I don't use a lot of weaponry. I'm more of a spellcaster. I have a dagger, but in situations where magic isn't going to work, I can't imagine that would do much either. If you have anything that could bypass resistances to conventional forms of damage, that could be helpful.
So,
Just in
basic
a pinch.
magically imbued dagger?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't go on the magical record, though. Alright, something like that. Dark steel make as well. Dark steel
Dark steel?
make.
You might as well, Queglod.
Yeah.
We're in Crag Anvil.
Alright, that'll be 60 gold
But like I
pieces
said,
then,
it's-
please.
As you wish. I'll hand that over.
Alright, you have a magically imbued dagger. It is not +1, it is just bypasses
Yeah, yeah,
resistances and
Just
immunities
the
to
standard, yeah.
that. Yeah. Alright. You've wanted to talk for a while, big man.
who, me?
Yeah, you've been trying to say
Yes.
something, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Can I ask them if they know anything or have any idea on possible the forging of my axe?
You wanted prospected.
Possibly. Don't touch it. Whatever you do, do not touch
That's
it.
kind of difficult. We need to hold it to have a look at it.
You don't want to touch that.
I
don't
can
wanna
tell you.
touch
it. Trust me.
What happened last time I tried to touch it?
Your arm turned black.
The dwarf
My
looks down at
arm
his
maybe
arm.
fell off.
That just feels racist.
Look, it was like my arm wasn't there when I touched it.
So it made you numb.
No, much more than numb.
Alright, if you want it identified, take it to the Forge Master. If it's that dangerous of a magical item, take it to him. He'll get a look at it.
How do I get an audience with the Forge Master?
You pray.
You pray.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You make an appointment and you pray that he cares. Because if he doesn't, he's just going to kick you out.
Okay. Right.
If you want to speak to him, the guards will give you more information. Otherwise, just try and find him. That's about it. If you want to get on
Okay.
his good side,
Excellent.
see if he's got any jobs going. Try and complete them, and then head back.
Okay. Forge Master. I have a pen nearby. Idiots. As usual. Okay, brilliant. Excellent. So, this is not sort of character, but if I was to say to a guard, I have a weapon of great power, how power hungry are dwarves?
Very.
Very.
Dwarves always dig too deep, remember that.
Of course they do. Yeah.
Also, keep in mind that if it's a great power, they're likely to arrest you and then take your weapon.
but I'd like
That
to
is-
try.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, and then a guard dies, and then
we
what?
die.
And then
Sounds like deja vu.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I'll.
that's just I don't think of
It sounds like deja vu when
I've got a powerful weapon. Dies. Oh no!
I
Stabbed by
remember when one of the lizard folks took.
most places we go to, Lighthouse just causes us problems with
Yeah.
loading.
Look, it's not my fault that they try to take it from me and I'm not there and everybody forgets that it damages them.
Dear me.
Anyway,
Okay. Cool. I'm
Anyway.
gonna.
anything else for the rest of the party?
I want a mace.
You want a mace?
Yes, I want a mace.
Are you proficient in
Okay.
maces?
Yes, I am. Clubs, darts, daggers, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, pickles,
Okay.
slings.
You
I want a mace. I
You
want a
can borrow
bashy
mine
bashy.
if you want.
No, I want a bashy with my own dark steel mace.
That's fair.
Alright then.
I whisper to him, "You know we could make you one, right?"
Yes,
Really
I know.
easily.
I know.
Dark steel mace, probably 25 gold pieces.
That's fine. I want this.
He hands you a dark steel mace.
I need to spend money.
It's amazing.
Amazing! Woo!
Increase the gold to 50, please.
Hey, Chris was making puns all this morning.
Shut up!
He was.
About bugs. And then you killed the bugs and you ran away to a random city which I wasn't prepared for. Although to be
It's
fair,
your fault.
that's my own fault for making
Yeah,
it based
you
off of
could've just let us go
teleportation.
home. No.
I had to roll a d100. If you got above 75, you would have gone home. Otherwise, you go somewhere else random or nearby. And you rolled a 15, which is somewhere else. You're lucky you're in the same continent. That's what the D4.
Yeah.
That's what the D4 roll was for.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Right.
Do you want to head to the Barren Lands, the Highlands, the Mountain Strongholds, or the Empire?
Oh, God.
We
If he
end
went
up
to
in the
the
Alliance
Barren,
capital.
that
Oh
would've
no.
Oh no!
horrible.
What
You
did
had-
we do?
Yeah, it did have to go to a permanent circle, right?
You had to go to permanent. Also, no, it wouldn't have taken you to another continent. It
So
was
what-
the D4 was for the Dwarven cities. I already rolled for if it was going to take you elsewhere. Anyway,
Okay.
so is there anything else you guys are going to buy?
No.
We'll wait till we get permission.
Going, gone. Alright. While the party remains in Crag Anvil, after defeating mosquitoes, having a close run-in with a spider, and proceeding to cast a teleportation circle which led them to a place they never been before, the party is confused and spending money. Alright. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.